Be very, very clear in what I'm about to say so there's no ambiguity. None of the problems, zero of the problems, none of the problems that you face on a daily basis, and I don't know you, but I can assume what your problems are because America's in a shit place. I can assume your problems are the rising cost of housing and rents, the rising cost of commodities and food, the rising cost of just basically living, and the stagnant level of income, the rising cost of healthcare. And you're in a country where we pay more for healthcare than any other developed nation, but yet we're the lowest on the life expectancy charts. None of the problems that plague your everyday life have anything at all to do with immigration. Whether our immigration system needs reform or not doesn't have a part with your bills or your income or your health care. Whether our immigration system is flawed and people are flooding the border, none of that's affecting you. So you've actually become a victim of something that's
Hold
been
on, I
played out.
never said that though. Like
But
I'm
that,
gonna interrupt you because I
I
never
don't
said
care.
that. You're
That's
just
what you mean.
assuming.
That if you have a problem with immigration, then that's what it means, whether you realize it or not. That's what I'm trying to get
That
you to
that's
realize.
actually not true because what I was trying to say is that our immigration system hasn't been changed since 1954.
And that
So
has
we
nothing
need
to do with
hold
problems in
on, hold
America.
on. Are you joking?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Or you're kidding, right?
Nope.
So you're not saying that we should offer different pathways to citizenship and that we can correctly, properly vet people?
Did Donald Trump propose that, or did he propose mass deportations? And you voted for it. So please miss me. Please miss me with your gaslighting. Please miss me with I now understand pathways to citizenship, but I
I
voted
can't
for the
even
guy
talk because you're talking over me.
because
So I
you're
can't be
blowing
really
smoke up my
gaslighting
ass
you.
and telling me my stomach hurts. Listen, you voted
This
for
is
the
why
guy.
there's no, hold on, this is why you can't have a conversation. Because all you are is being condescending to me. You won't let me talk.
You are
You
also
voted
being
for a guy
condescending.
who said mass deportations, and now you're telling me pathways to citizenship. Don't gaslight me, and then I'll have a conversation with you.
Gaslighting yourself. You're
Okay,
talking to
give
yourself
us
because you won't let me answer.
give us some examples. Uh, sorry, we
Jeez,
have a
man.
little echo now. Give us some
Check
examples.
your ego, bro.
Give us some examples where the U.S. immigration failings have affected your life in
Hold
particular.
on. Did I say that it personally affected my life? I said it
Did you
needs
not
to
just say that?
change. No.
Why? Okay,
You
so why
guys put
why does it need to
words in my
change?
mouth.
Why does it need to change?
Because we need to offer different ways of citizenship
Why?
and pathways to citizenship
Why?
and people that have been here for 20, 30 years
Why?
and offer them ways to get citizenship,
Agree.
right?
Why?
Correct?
Why?
What do you
Agree.
mean why? Because they've contributed to society.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They've
So,
been
but
here.
so you're the reason. No, no, no. What is the reason that that needs to happen? For their benefit?
We're it's America. We were immigrants built this country.
Agree. So when Donald Trump says we're going to, first of all, that they're poisoning the blood of our country, and that they're uh, villains and fucking eating cats and dogs, and we're going to round them up and hold mass deportation now. Where do we get from that messaging to what you're saying, and your tacit sort of like acknowledgement that they're the fix
No,
of immigration?
I understand.
Okay.
So I think it's more complex than like what you, Jolly, and I are like even talking about right now. Like, I think people see it in very black or white. It's either like they see immigrants as good or immigrants as bad, and there's no in between. There's no gray. And I see that in a lot of MAGA. And I'm not going to say, like I told you, I voted for Donald Trump. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to lie, you know,
Right, but
whatever. But
what part of the pathway, what part of mass
okay, but
deportations is a
here's the thing.
pathway?
Where's the gray? Because we can't have thousands of people not being
Explain,
properly vetted and documented.
lady,
But you can't also deport
explain to
everybody
me,
that's been here.
explain to me, explain to me
Okay.
the reason you think that we need to remove people out of our country who are undocumented. Just try that. Just try that.
No. Hold
No?
on. The only way we should be removing people, and this is what he said, is if they were criminals, and I can find the video for you that he was removing criminals
And is he doing
and
that?
people with. I'm not, well, some, but yeah, he's definitely
Over
removing
a
people
third.
that. Hold on,
I'm sorry.
hold on.
One
me
third of
finish.
people. No, one third of all people being removed right now have not only no criminal record, but have like gainful employment and children. 2/3, 75,000 people, zero criminal history, and that is
And this is why I come back to that we need a different way, that we need to offer these people a way
So
for
why didn't
citizenship.
you vote for a
Why?
different way then?
Because I also don't agree with people coming here thousands upon thousands
Let me
not
say one
getting
thing.
properly
wait,
vetted or
Charlie,
documented.
Charlie, wait. Okay, you don't agree with
There
thousands.
is a gray in this, and
You,
you guys don't see
I'm.
that,
This
and
is
that
what
the
I'm
biggest
asking you.
problem.
This is what I'm asking you. Listen, hear me. You don't agree with. This is what I asked you earlier. I'm just going to say it in a different way, and maybe you'll be able to ask me. You don't agree with thousands and thousands of people coming here undocumented. Why? In
Why?
what way? Yep.
Because it becomes a national security problem.
How?
That's why. Common
How?
sense.
How?
Are you? You're kidding, right?
I'm
Nope,
just
answer the
asking you. I'm just asking you to elaborate why you think people
Because-
coming here is a national security risk.
Because you cannot properly vet people, right?
Okay.
So when I came to this country, right, my whole family was properly vetted, documented, everything, right? That is what we need to do because it keeps like a record of everybody that comes in, like we did health records, past jobs, like there's a whole certain thing
I
that
haven't heard a good
process.
reason yet as to why this is a national security risk.
National security is a huge reason because we don't know who's coming into the
But
country.
why is it?
You could have I don't know. I don't know if I can say this. I don't want to get your lives taken down.
Okay, can you point me to the last time that undocumented immigrants have led to a terrorist attack on America, if you will?
We also haven't had as big of an influx in the past 4 or
You
5
just
years.
Just
as
got
we have
through.
now.
You just got through telling us that millions of people were just rushing through. You
I never
just
said
got through.
millions. I said thousands.
You just got
I
through
never said
saying.
millions.
Yeah, but Trump said millions and you voted for him. But go ahead.
You just got through saying that there. So like,
so
if,
hold on. Are you going to be condescending to me? Or are you going to actually?
This isn't
have,
condescending.
No, you are
No, no,
being condescending.
No.
I'll
This
show
is
you
not
condescending.
Being condescending.
I will show you
It's
condescending.
hilarious.
This is
Okay,
not
I wanna-
condescending.
It's not
You are
meta.
being disagreed with. That's not condescending.
This
I'll
is like
fucking
You're also being
condescend to you.
disingenuous.
I'm happy to do that, but that's not what we're doing. You are getting checked calmly.
I'm not
and
getting checked. I'm
You
trying to
are.
explain. And
you're not.
Have an
You're
open
not.
conversation. Yes, I am.
No, you're not. I asked you
You
simple
guys are both
questions.
yelling.
Okay, but
Jolly won't
Slavic,
even let me have a word in.
Slavic,
And
stop.
every time that I say something, you tell me that I'm wrong.
I tell you that
So
you're
that's
lying.
not
Be
an
right
open
more.
conversation or a debate even.
Be
Okay.
right more, and I won't tell you you're wrong so much.
What I'm
Well, that's
saying
your
is
perspective, right?
what I'm saying is you're fear
Yeah,
mongering.
it is.
What I'm
Because
saying
there's
is you're
something
fear
called
mongering.
subjective and objective, right?
What we're
Can we
saying.
get
what-
past the
We both
meta
have
commentary and
objective
go back to
subjective
like what we're talking about?
Perception.
Right,
Vote for
citizenship.
Obama. Did you vote for Obama? Yes or no?
I
You
did.
vote for Obama.
I did.
You did? So 12 million people. He had black sites in Chicago. He had huge ICE raids. Where's your outrage?
Oh,
Huh?
none of that happened. So I'm.
Yes, it did
I don't have-
happen.
No, it didn't.
Go look it up.
No.
Go
So
look
first
it
of
up.
all,
Stop gaslighting. Go
listen.
look it up.
Jolly,
Listen.
do your research, okay?
Yeah, right. What happened under Obama was due
Dude, you
process.
think you know
Listen, hang
everything.
on,
It's hilarious.
hang on. So hang on. Let me clear the air on one thing. So first of all, where you're woefully missing the mark is
Clinton,
I'll
Obama.
vote for
Go
I
ahead.
will vote for Obama on November whatever day the election is, and then on January 21st be protesting Obama out front of the White House. That's the difference between my side and your side. So if
BS.
Obama, hang on,
Slavic
hang
mom,
on.
did you not
Trump
just
all
did
the
you
time,
hey
and I
lady
do.
lady did you not just get like just lose your shit about how you were being interrupted? Just wait for a second, then we won't have to yell over you. If you
Thank you.
just wait, he'll talk and then you'll talk.
I promise you. So I'll vote for Obama and any other politician. And then once they're doing anything that I don't agree with, I will use my constitutionally protected First Amendment rights that I do on a regular basis to protest that activity. I also don't agree with the high levels of deportations under the Obama administration. I could also get into a nuanced conversation of how that was an appeasement to the right to try to get the ACA passed, but you're not ready for that level of conversation because you don't have that level of scholarship on this topic. However, the deportation that did happen under Obama still happened through due process. That is a massively different thing than what's happening currently in this country, where we've passed the largest spending bill for ICE, an agency that only existed since 2001, for them to go into communities, rip people out. We've already sent them to Guantanamo Bay. We've already sent them to CCOT. This is a massively different conversation. And the only reason you think they're the same conversation is because one of the people in the conversation is black, but you also are not ready for that conversation. So please miss me with the bullshit and talk directly about how you voted for a guy who screamed mass deportations up until the day of the election. And now you're here with the caucasity to say pathway to citizenship to my face.
Yeah. Did you hear any of
You know
that?
why?
Be honest.
Because what happened in 1996? Who was president,
Did you
Jolly?
hear
Who was president in
anything? Wait,
1996?
did you
Hold
hear
on,
anything
hold
when
on,
he said?
please. Yeah, I heard him. I
Can
didn't
you
talk.
talk about what he said?
Let me finish. Please
Sure.
don't. It's my turn to talk, right? You said we
Kinda,
had turns.
kinda.
So
But
I'm
usually when we have a
meta
conversation, you just respond to
meta
what.
time.
Yeah, you just talk.
So 1996, what was signed? Who was president, Jolly? Do you know?
Are you asking me who was president in 1996?
And what was signed? Do you know?
So in 1996, that would have been Bill Clinton.
Correct.
And what was
So
signed?
there was
What
an
was signed?
immigration bill, the
Okay.
1996 immigration bill,
Okay, sure.
which expedited deportations without due process.
Your entire
In
argument is
2004
what about the Democrats?
Yeah.
in 2004, President George Bush also expanded it. So if you're gonna just be like, okay, well, Trump, we have to look at the past too. And this is why I said that we need immigration reform.
Okay.
So
Okay.
all this doesn't happen. So you can sit here and tell me how horrible of a person I am for voting for Trump. Like I really don't care what you think about me, just to let you know. Like
Okay.
I'm not gonna lose sleep over what you think about me or what anybody
I
in this
haven't
chat
made an
thinks about
assessment
me.
of you one time, but go
The
ahead.
thing is, if you want people on your side, this is not how you come at them. This is not how
Oh
you
God.
Hang
how
on,
to
GT. Hang on,
debate
GT.
them.
Hang on, GT. Let me show you something, Slavic, how I respond
Go
to the words
ahead.
that.
I mean, you already have.
Okay, watch how I respond to what you said, even though you didn't respond to anything I said. In 1996, I was 13. I didn't vote for Bill Clinton. In 2004, I also didn't vote for the President George W. Bush either. So in both of your situations, I didn't vote for the person in office. So it negates the entire topic that led to this conversation. Number two,
You
I've been an
voted for Biden.
active
No,
opponent.
I said
I've been an
something about
active opponent.
1996 immigration, but okay.
I've been an active opponent. I've been an active opponent of how this country handles deportations for as long as I can remember. In 1996, ICE didn't exist. I hope that you know that. ICE was started
I never said
after.
they did.
Okay, that's right. So this is an entirely different context as well. So when I say that, I'm against the mass deportation of people. I'm against the mass deportation of people. I don't care who the president. You can do this whole thing where this president, this. I'm not a Democratic loyalist the way that you are a Republican
I
loyalist,
am
and
one.
that's
I'm
what's
not a
lost on
Republican
you.
loyalist. One, I'm
That's
a
what's
moderate
lost on you,
because you guys think moderates don't exist. That you have to choose a side. You have to be Republican or progressive
ma'am.
because right
Ma'am,
now,
ma'am,
no,
you
not
can't
ma'am,
tell me,
ma'am.
ma'am, you can't tell me that you believe in a pathway for citizenship when you voted for a guy who, unless you were
Oh my God,
woefully,
you're
unless you were
impossible. You
willfully
cannot
ignorant.
talk to people like you.
Can I?
You
Can I?
cannot. This
Can you
is
talk
the
to people like me?
problem.
Can you talk to
There's
people
no
like me?
solution. Good trouble, I can talk to you.
Okay.
Jolly, seriously.
Okay.
You,
Why did
need
you
to
vote? Okay.
do you, hold
Can
on,
I?
hold on.
Okay.
Can I finish talking to him
Yeah.
real quick?
Yeah.
If you want people not to vote for Donald Trump, this is not how you come at them. I am letting you know
She
because
is.
I have spoken and I have been around these people. I have done, you won't believe me, I was a leftist for most of my life. I worked with the ACLU, Food Not Bombs, Jobs for Justice. I've done a lot of work. And I'm telling you that to come to people, especially Trump supporters, you do not come at them like this. You will not change their
Allow me to
lives.
I
respond.
agree.
Allow me to respond.
Wait.
Allow me to respond. No, hang on. Let me reply. I just want you to know that you looked at the guy with the beard from the mountains of North Carolina, grew up in ultra red America, ultra conservative America, whose family is actively MAGA, and told me that I don't understand Trump supporters. Carry on.
I would just,
Okay.
from the
It's
mouth.
just, I'm telling you, it's very
Am
hard
I fucking
to have
what
a conversation.
What does
with you.
this name up here
Sorry.
say?
I apologize.
From the
I'm sorry.
mouth of the party that is like that screams snowflakes, right? Demanding that we treat you more gently is a little on the nose, personally. My thing was, security is of great importance, right?
Of course.
Utmost.
I mean, high
Keep
up there,
America
yes.
safe. Right?
Of course.
We need the
I
best of
mean,
the best.
It's one of them. I never said best of the best, but sure.
We don't need the best of the best. Anyone
Okay,
will
so
do.
just go ahead. Come on, finish your point. Like best of the best. Like yes, sure.
Who's condescending? I can't remember in this. Right? Okay. Let's just check
I'm just
ourselves.
saying, like,
Let's just remember where you are right now.
Pigeonhole.
Okay.
Pigeonhole
I'm just
me.
saying,
Go ahead.
sure, I'm getting there. When we are indiscriminately, when we are indiscriminately bombing boats in Venezuela for our national security, we have
We're pivoting. Okay.
I'm not pivoting. This has
How does that have to do with immigration?
it is our national security, is it not? Remember when I was talking
The
about
boats
national security
aren't
just now?
coming to be immigrants.
No. Remember how the point you were making was that people were coming in and that threatens our national security. And I was asking you about our national
I
security
said
being threatened.
unvetted. Yes.
Hey, right? When you said that threatens our national security, and I'm saying the people in charge of our national security are former Sunday News Fox hosts right now, and people who are woefully inept to do this job, and who are, oh, by the way, doing a little bit of war crimes, right? When you are you not sort of like upset about this sort of like the level of their like capableness? Jesus Christ, my brain. They're fucking the like staggering ineptitude that they are displaying. Is that not? Are you not concerned about our national security by the display that Pete Hegseth is putting on?
Actually, I'm not happy with it after he got caught.
Signal chat?
Yeah, that was pretty embarrassing, actually.
Yeah, pretty embarrassed, pretty bloody embarrassing.
Jolly said something. I can 100% critique this administration and everybody in it. I'm not one person. I'm not a loyalist. That's one thing I'm not. I can critique Trump. I can critique everyone, period. But
Okay.
yeah, that was an embarrassment. It definitely was. Don't they have impeachment articles against him right now?
Donald Trump?
No, Pete.
No.
I thought. Are you sure? I thought
Yeah.
somebody. Hold on.
Representative Sri Thinadon introduced them, but they have not proceeded to go anywhere.
I don't think he was a good choice. But Trump, and like I said, I can critique him. He never was good with picking his cabinet. Pam Bondi, a disgrace. Like, I get it, you know.
Why did so? Maybe I'm just an idiot. Why did you
Maybe.
decide? Did you decide to vote for this guy in the first place?
I already told you.
Really?
You weren't listening.
She said because of national security from immigrants.
No, that's not the first thing I said.
What was the first thing? Remind me.
So the first thing I said is war. During the Biden administration, he did absolutely nothing when it came to Gaza, when it came to Ukraine. It was just funneling money over.
So when you
being
say
like,
when
here,
you
here
say
you go.
nothing,
There was no, hold on.
hang on,
Can I
hang
finish?
on.
There's no open
no, I need to
negotiation.
correct you.
There's no
I need to correct
mediating.
you. It's important.
Go ahead.
When you say nothing, when we're giving them 60 some odd billion dollars in equipment and aid to a fucking ally country, when you say nothing, I don't know if you are having the same conversation that I'm having. Like this was a hang on. This was a massive sticking point for Republicans that we were sending aid that we should have been spending here, except if we spend it here, we're socialists. So, but besides that, when we're
Well, people don't know the difference between social.
hey,
democracy,
lady,
democracy.
can I fucking?
Okay, go ahead.
Thanks,
Go
dude.
ahead.
Thanks. So when you say they weren't doing anything, what is sending like aid in a sort of war context? What is that?
That's aid. If you're talking, that's like the
You said
bottom of
nothing.
the
They're not
barrel.
do-
It's
they
like,
weren't
here,
doing
I don't want to
anything.
deal. Hold on. It's like, here, I don't want to deal with it. America is known like we are the leaders of the free world. We should have had.
What should it have looked like?
100%. What?
What should it have looked like?
It should have been that we had open communications. We sat down. We mediated between these countries,
That happened.
and that did not happen.
Yeah, it did.
And
What
that
are you
was the
talking
problem.
about? Buttigieg
can
went
I-
over there.
Hold on. Let me finish,
It happened.
please.
What are you
before I
talking
lose my
about?
train of thought.
No.
So during
no.
the Biden administration,
No.
he had-
No. No.
Okay,
No.
fine. Then
Sorry,
what's
you
the
just
point?
you're
Then
saying
don't
things.
ask me a question.
You're saying things. I asked you a question. You said this. I'm correcting like the perception. I
correcting?
think the perception of like nothing. And when you said there wasn't any communication or mediation, we sent our like Secretary of State over there a bunch of times. What do you mean?
And the reason that Ukraine was holding Russia off the way it was holding off is the aid packages that Good Trouble's talking about. I want you to understand something. I actually agree with the approach of aid to Ukraine because from an American standpoint, from an American standpoint, this keeps American troops out of it. It keeps our American military out of the conflict. It allows Ukraine to defend themselves. It also, as a tertiary benefit, that means like third, as a tertiary benefit, that was condescending, by the way. It allows for one of our biggest enemies, which is Russia, to deplete their resources to continue to engage into a war they started that they can't win because we're aiding the people that they got into a fight with. Right. Okay. So the approach we were taking was a actually very well thought out strategic approach that was serving us well on two fronts. So I agree with Good Trouble's question. What would have been the better approach?
So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
So we can talk about Russia and Ukraine. So why didn't we do that with Israel and Gaza? Tell me why we supported Israel and not Gaza.
Because Biden's a Zionist.
And do you support that?
No.
Okay.
What?
So you support one but not the other, correct? Is that what you're trying to say?
They're wholly different.
Just so I know.
So in one situation, we were supporting the country invaded. In the other situation, we're supporting the country that was doing the invasion. So yeah, I support one and not the other because they're two different situations, correct?
I mean, kind of.
What do you mean, kind of? What do you mean, kind of? That's exactly what it is.
Wait, I'm confused. Does she support Russia in this war, or does she support Ukraine?
That is a good question.
Do I say I don't support either because of the whole situation.
You don't
Why
support.
is that your voting point? I'm so sorry. I've been listening this whole time, and I am
because
so
there's millions
lost.
of people. Listen, I'm from that area. Okay, my whole family. I was born there. They're like our brothers. It's like Canada and America. That'd be like Canada and America fighting. The history goes deep. You know, Kyiv used to be part of Russia. I mean, you can go back to like 1954
So did
when
Belarus.
Crimea. was given.
So was
when
Latvia.
Crimea was given to Ukraine, it goes deep. So I don't want them fighting, period. I'm not on either side. What I'm on side is humanity. I don't want people being unalive. Same with Israel and Gaza. And
So you
that's
voted
why
for
a
Trump
huge reason why I voted
because
for
you just
Trump
want
is
people to
because
all get along? And that was your guy?
what?
Did you
I'm
listen
sorry,
to
I
a
didn't hear
word he said? I said the reason you voted for him was because you want all people to just get along? And
No, I
that's the
just don't
person
want
you
millions
picked?
of people to die. That's
Correct.
why.
So you don't want them to
Yeah.
fight, and that's the guy
Yeah,
you picked?
correct.
You listened to him talk though, right?
One would
Trump?
think. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and he said that he was going to end it. He had Muslim or not Muslim, Islamic leaders from like Saudi Arabia, Iran, everyone come in and they met with him about Gaza. He spoke to Putin, he spoke to Zelensky. So, yes, that's a huge thing for me, especially since like my whole family's from over there. Yes, it matters to me. When
Wait.
all I saw, hold on, when all I saw was just money being funneled, which by the way was never audited, and not accounted for. People have no idea where it went
Because it wasn't money, it was resources. But go ahead.
it was money as well. You can easily look that up, but go ahead. You can't just funnel money because do you know how many Ukrainians have perished? Do you know how
Oh
many
my God.
Russians have
Wait,
perished? A whole
it's my
generation
turn.
of
All right?
men.
You've been yapping for an hour. It's my turn.
I don't understand.
Okay, go ahead.
Your argument, like you're talking out of both sides of your mouth, by the way, because like your argument, you cannot follow it. It makes absolutely no sense. You say I voted for Trump because of
That's
national
your perspective.
security. Stop. I voted for Trump because of national security and immigration. And then you talk about national security and you're like, well, I don't really have a side in this fight. I just want everyone to get along. I'm like, why did you pick that
No,
guy?
that was
Well,
immigration, not national security.
It is my turn. Holy crap.
Well, if
Find
you're
your
gonna say
bubble.
it, say it right.
Find your quiet bubble.
Okay,
It's a
Cuckoo.
summary. It's a summary.
Okay, then you summarized it correctly.
Okay. So far, it sounds
Well,
pretty
I'm
correct.
summarizing based on what you've said. My interpretation is listening to you speak. If it's not coming across the way you want it to, it's because you suck at explaining. That's what this is.
Okay, go ahead. Did that make you feel better?
No, I am still so lost.
No,
I'm
dude.
sure you are lost.
Lady.
This is, look,
Can
this
you
is
even
never
tell
going
me
to be
when the war
productive.
started? I bet you can't.
Huh? Say that again? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, I asked Marissa. Does she even know when the war started?
With Ukraine?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like 2014? Or I guess it's kind of,
2013.
yeah.
Depends if you talk about. the
So
color
you're going to
wars or
sit here
not.
and do meta commentary. You're going to call me an idiot. You're going to insult
Did
me.
I say that? You're putting
Yes,
words in
you
my mouth.
did.
So many words.
Did I call you an idiot? Chat.
That's
Everybody
meta.
here. Did I call you an idiot?
Okay,
Because
I'm
I'm
chat.
pretty sure they're on
You
my
did.
side, actually.
When you say
I
when you
never-
say you don't even know this thing that I'm pointing
then
out,
that's like
calling
hive
them an
mind
idiot.
mentality.
Okay, I really
They
just
can
want to
be
get
on
back
your
though.
side.
Like,
I really
because I
care
don't
less.
understand why you voted for Donald Trump at the end of the day, because he said, and I was following it up with, were you here during his first administration?
I was here.
So you knew that he was a fat liar and that all he did was lie. And then you voted for him again because he told
So
you
in his
lies.
first administration, what did he lie about? Can you tell me?
Everything.
Wait,
Okay,
wait, pause,
everything.
pause,
Everything.
No. I want you to
Pause,
tell me
pause,
what he lied about.
pause, pause, pause.
You
Everybody
can't.
pause.
You
Everybody
can't.
pause. We're taking a 2-second timeout. Everybody pause.
God. Honestly, I have been sitting here listening this whole time and I'm like, I'll find a way to jump in. And then she says something and I'm like, fuck.
Trump's false or misleading claims total 30,573 over 4 years. I'm happy to begin reading this PDF. It is 30,000 comments long. I am happy to sit here.
Is that from the ADL?
Is that from
Oh, are we? It's congress.gov, actually.
Congress.gov.
Yeah,
that's
our
pretty
wait, so
30,000.
30,573. Yeah.
So what was the number one on there? Just out of curiosity.
Well, that the election was stolen. Off the top of my head, that was the biggest one.
So
The one
can I
that
ask
comes
you
to
a
mind,
question?
the one that comes to mind the most is that
The
he
one that
tried to
springs
steal
out.
the election.
So do you guys believe that? Just out of
That he
like
stole the
no,
election.
no, listen. So I don't know if you guys are in the leftist progressive circles.
You
There's a
asked
lot of
me
people
what
that
he
think-
lied about. I'm telling you that
Well,
he
yeah, but then
he
I'm
spent
asking
4
you
years
if
lying.
also, do you believe that this election was compromised by
This
Elon?
last one,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Do
I'll
you
say it.
really?
I'll say it hands down. I do. Yep.
I haven't
you
seen
really?
any. I haven't seen
Yes, I
any
do.
fucking like
I have.
information about it.
I have. I've seen information.
Jolly knows more.
I can articulate it. Go
Okay,
ahead. What's-
see, I'm not one of the people that believe that it was stolen in 2020.
So
either.
when you went, hold on,
Who cares?
like holistically, when you said
Yeah.
what did he lie about, and I said that he tried to steal the election.
the election.
Did he lie about that?
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't think it was stolen.
So,
So
did
did-
he lie?
I
so
don't
in
have
another-
enough
another
proof.
way of
I
saying
don't-
that-
I need proof.
Another
I
way
need
of
proof.
saying that
There
would
is
be
no
that
proof.
he.
So isn't there stuff coming out
Oh
of
my
Georgia?
god!
Hold on.
Hey,
Hold
hang on,
Wait,
hang on,
Jolly,
hang on.
you can laugh all you want.
You don't get to fucking sit up here and be like, you don't get to talk to me like this. We got to do this. Like all I'm asking you, you asked me a fucking question. I gave you an example. I'm trying to verify that we are living in the same reality. Did this motherfucker lie about the election being stolen?
Okay, I can talk now.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna deny. I can critique him. I have no problem.
You couldn't.
critiquing him. Yes.
You were
He lied.
I had to
don't care.
hold your little head at
No,
the trough
you
to
had
make
me
you
on
drink
mute.
that just now.
You had me on mute, so how could I talk?
No, because you have been obfuscating for 3 minutes.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
So in 2024, you looked at the ballot and you had a choice. You had a choice between a woman and an adjudicated rapist who's
Oh,
also a 34-time convicted felon who notoriously lies. And you still chose that?
Yep. I did.
Okay. And you're
Because
proud of that.
I never said I was
Okay.
proud of it.
Well,
I really
well, you're up
honestly
here.
shouldn't have voted, but I did.
Oh, that's
So-
worse.
So you're telling me voting for Trump is bad, not voting is bad, but if I don't
Yes.
vote for your candidate, then
In
I'm
this
just a
instance-
horrible person.
No.
Correct?
In this
Or
instance,
what if I voted for Jill Stein?
can I just
Because I heard you guys make fun of the guy that was below me.
I think it's different.
That voted for Jill Stein.
I think it's different.
How is that different?
Because his was sort of like a like intentionally misinformed sort of like do-gooder like protest vote because he felt so strongly about whatever the fuck.
But you realize a lot of progressives still do not like Jill Stein supporters, and they're like, well, you should have voted for her, and it's your fault that he's in office. Like, and that's a huge thing. You guys have so much infighting, to
What do
be
you-
honest with you, and that's a huge thing with the Democrats right now.
Oh,
and
Jolly.
Oh my God.
I didn't
and
do it.
it's
It
true,
wasn't
and
me.
you know it, and you
Jolly
know
got
it.
a restriction because you were sipping on some.
No, that's bullshit. It's not me. It wasn't me. It was Slavic for lying. We got restricted for lies.
Listen,
Mexico will pay
can I
for
ask
the
you a
wall. I
question?
had the
Because
biggest
hold on.
inauguration crowd ever. The tax cuts will pay for themselves. I didn't know about the hush money payments. That one got funnier later. I have nothing to do with Russia. We had the best economy ever.
I know.
Climate change is a hoax. I didn't pressure Ukraine.
When did he pressure Ukraine?
The fucking first time he got impeached,
So,
lady.
there was a phone call that happened. You might not have heard about it.
Like,
But
but
The
like,
first
he
time he got
pressured
impeached.
Ukraine.
you know who Lieutenant Colonel Vindman is?
Don't get
No idea.
don't get in the weeds here. Okay, so he had a phone call. What? He had a phone call and he said, You better do this or else.
Right.
And then he got
Yeah, and the
impeached.
articles of impeachment. Okay.
Yeah, when he pressured Ukraine. Yeah.
Like, that's a big deal.
And then you voted for him again, which is nuts.
You're being so
I'm
picky.
sorry.
Okay.
It seems
so
like a lot
can
of
I
this
ask you
is
a
new
question? Because
information
it feels like
to
I'm
you.
damned if I do and damned if I don't.
Yeah,
So if
I
I
hear
voted
you.
for Jill Stein, I would have been bad. If I didn't vote, it would have been bad. If I voted for Trump, horrible. Like I feel like
Okay.
There was another
hold on.
another
Can I
option in
finish?
there.
If I didn't vote for your candidate, then I'm just
No. Can I be honest
like,
with you, Slavic? Let me
Yeah.
clear. Thank you. It's not about damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm okay with you coming in here and say I voted for Trump and I made a mistake. But in your case, okay, let's have an honest conversation. Let's remember that although we're on TikTok, we're still all adults in real life, and let's have an
Right,
adult
correct.
conversation. Right. So let's have an adult conversation. You said I'm going to recap exactly what happened. I believe in a pathway to citizenship, but I
Correct.
voted for the guy who said I'm going to mass deport everybody and who very intentionally dehumanized and demonized immigrants. So that's actually why none of us believe anything you're saying, because
Jolly.
they don't line up. It's not because you voted for this,
Jolly.
or voted for, or didn't
Can
vote
I
for
ask you a
Kamala.
question?
Yeah,
When
dude,
did we
I'm sure
ever
it'll be a
say
good
that
faith
I'm going to
question.
deport everyone? Can you please provide me a clip
What?
of him saying that?
He said he's going to
It's
conduct
the mass
deportations.
deportations.
Wait.
Mass deportations of criminals and felons
No,
and criminal records.
said we're
He
gonna
never
get
said
them
that he was
all
just gonna
the hell
mass
outta
deport
here.
everyone.
He said
That he said
often.
that the priority was criminals and people that had a record.
let's just operate under the assumption that you, for some reason,
I'm
had
an
the
immigrant. Like
had the wool pulled so far over your eyes that you took this guy who is, I will remind you, one of the most prolific liars we've ever had in that
all
fucking
politicians are liars.
stop.
It's true.
Stop. You had one of the most
true.
known lying liars who lies tell you something, and you said, I believe him. And that, like, for some reason, we need to give you this sort of olive branch to come over here, as opposed to you understanding that you got taken and it's harming human beings in this country. For some reason, you need to be coddled in a way that, like,
I
to
never
be
said to be
you
coddled.
this entire conversation, you have demanded us to be nicer to you.
I never said be nice to me. I said let me talk.
Multiple
I'm
times.
saying that
you
not
kept
have
saying
people go on your side.
you kept
It's
saying
common sense.
this is not how you do this. You're never going to get people how to. I can't believe that you're talking like this to me.
Because it's true.
So I don't know.
You
I don't
are
know.
telling me the honest truth. and
Stay
I'm
outside
telling
in the
you
winter
honest
if you're going to
truth.
be a snowflake. I don't know what to
I'm
fucking
not a
tell
fucking
you.
snowflake. I'm sitting
little
here
bit.
still talking to you, right?
True.
After Jolly yelled at me and like went off and I don't care. The thing is, I don't care. I
know
want to
you
have open dialogue. That is the problem.
you
Are you guys
don't.
ready for
You
fucking
don't-
open
you
dialogue?
don't wanna have
I
open
can be
dialogue.
critiqued.
You don't.
Dude,
I find it.
you don't?
Here's what I find problematic.
Fine.
Okay.
You
Here's what I
don't.
find problematic. Here's what I find problematic.
No, I'm up here, right?
Is that you're
I'm
saying to
talking
me,
you, right?
You're saying to me, no, you're saying to all of us that he said mass deportations of criminals. But here's the thing. As an adult, I'm able to look at someone's entire context of who they are, what they say, what they do, to kind of see where you might be lying to me or bullshitting me. And I use a little bit of good judgment. And if you look at the entirety of what he said and did, it was clear that it wasn't going to just be criminals. He said there's going to be a quota of what was like 30 million in the first year, some
30
crazy number.
million.
Yep.
Yeah, he said this. And so
Can you show me? Or send
I
that
can't.
to
No.
me?
Listen.
I can.
Unless you're willing to. No, listen. Unless
Okay.
you're willing. Hang on.
Please do.
Unless you're willing to pay my hourly rate, I don't work for you.
Hourly
So you can
rate.
show yourself. You can show yourself.
I think
So,
Act Blue already does that for you.
well, I wish they
Good
did.
one.
Yeah.
Good
So
one, lady.
What I'm saying. Are you? Hang on.
I
Are you
appreciate
saying?
it.
Are you saying that I get paid by the Democrat Party?
It was a joke.
Don't
So
get
then hang on.
focus.
It was
Focus.
a joke.
GT.
Calling me a snowflake.
You don't know where I'm
Okay,
going
go
with it.
ahead.
So then you admit that I was deeply involved in this campaign, and I probably know what I'm talking about, and you don't. So what I'm saying
Jolly,
is,
I know who you are. Don't worry about it.
right. That's the difference between me and you. So watch this. So A guy who put out these numbers, these great numbers you can't match. A guy who said they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cat. A guy who said Venezuelan gangs when they didn't exist. A guy who said all these highly problematic things. And you said you yourself you're an immigrant, so these things should matter to you. If you take up the totality of what he said and connect these different data points together, it was blatantly obvious he was going to go after the immigrant community as a whole, and not just this quote, not just this quote unquote, not just quote unquote criminals. Okay, so that's why I don't take you seriously.
Okay,
I just lost it.
that's fine. You don't have to take me seriously. What needs to happen now,
So the only way you
in
don't break up a
general,
family is you
is
keep them together, and you have to send them all back.
Even kids who are here legally?
Well, what you got to do if they want to stay with the father? Look, we have to have rules and regulations. You can always find something out, like this doesn't work, that doesn't work. I'll tell you what's going to be horrible when we take a wonderful young woman who's with a criminal, and they show the woman, and she could stay by the law, but they show the woman being taken out, or they want her out, and your cameras are focused on her as she's crying, as she's being taken out of our country, and then the public turns against us. But we have to do our job, and you have to have a series of standards and a series of laws. And in the end, look, our country is a mess. We have the highest crime rate, and during the debate, a man whose ratings have gone way down, David Muir, said to me, no, crime is, because I had to debate 3 people, not one. Debating 1 was easy. Debating 3 was actually pretty easy, too, if you want to know the truth. But David Muir said, the crime rates have gone down. I said, no, they've gone up. And then the following day, they released the crime rates, and they were way up.
Yeah, the FBI statistics. You're talking about those FBI statistics.
Well, no, but he gave the wrong answer.
Confusing based on what you're looking at.
But a lot of that is migrant crime.
Let me ask you about another aspect
Christian,
of this.
you know a lot of it's migrant crime.
Well, let me ask you about another aspect of this.
Speaking of lying, this is all just shit that he's making up. All of the stuff that he was saying is fundamentally untrue. Migrants have the lowest per capita crime rate out of anyone in America, period.
That I think a lot of people are really curious about. I mean, 3% of the people who are here illegally have criminal histories. But in your first administration, you had the zero tolerance policy, where we did see family separations.
Yeah.
You ended it. The purpose of that, though, to some extent, you talk about this at the time, was deterrent.
You also had it with Obama. You do know that.
He didn't have a zero tolerance policy.
And you also know he built the jails for children.
He didn't have a zero tolerance policy.
But in 2014, he built the jails. You know that.
I would ask you about the zero tolerance policy.
This is what you're doing, by the way.
Systemic, we're going to separate
It's
families.
exactly what you're
Families
doing, Slavic.
were separated when parents were a threat to the kids.
We don't have to
Let me
separate
ask
a
you about
family.
this.
Excuse me, Kristen.
Yeah.
We don't have to
You're so
separate
funny.
families. We'll send the whole family very humanely back to the country where they came. That way the family's not separated.
So no more family separations. You're not
Well,
reviving
it
the
depends
zero
on the
tolerance
family. The
policy.
family may decide to say, I'd rather have dad go, and we'll stay here. And in which case they have that option.
But you're not going to revive your zero tolerance policy, which was put in place as a deterrent. Is there any universe where you would bring that back, sir?
We need deterrence. Look, ready? When somebody comes here illegally, they're going out. It's very simple. When they come here illegally, they're going out. Now, if they come here illegally, but their family is here legally, then the family has a choice. The person that came in illegally can go out, or they can all
Pathway
go
to
out together.
citizenship.
So, but
And that was made very clear by Tom Holman. Well, I
You
don't
have to get them all out, is what he said.
And he said if they came here illegally, they go. He didn't say if they're criminals. He said they go.
I'm just going to make my closing statement on this, okay? You said that you voted for him because of national security and immigration. And we've shown multiple times before, during, and after the election why this was not the guy for that. It was public, it was easy to find, and people were explaining this in very layman's terms. And then you still voted for him. And then you have the audacity to come in here after all of this shit
Marissa, give it up. She cooked you guys.
and say,
You guys lost.
I made a mistake, but please be nice to me and welcome me and give me a hug.
I never
say
said welcome me,
no.
be nice to me. I said have open dialogue.
No. And the
No,
answer
yeah.
is no.
So you can
The
have
answer
a
is no.
hive mind, objective
I
subjective
don't
way of
That's
thinking.
not how
and
to
it's
talk to
fine.
people. That's not how to
We
talk to
don't
people
care
if you
enough.
want open dialogue, right?
And I'm
That's not how
saying
to
You're
talk to
not
people if you
willing
want open
to, and now
dialogue.
you're choosing that. It's fine.
See how when
It's
we do
fine.
it, it's bad. When you do it, it's fine.
I never said that.
That's
Am I
exactly what you're doing.
that?
That's exact.
And that
That
is
is
not what
verbatim
I'm
what you
doing.
said. That is verbatim what you said. This is not how you do this. This is not how you're. This is not leading to open dialogue. Is exactly what you fucking said to her and to me and to Jolly. What are you talking about?
Because it's true. It's
Oh,
three against
so
one.
when you
You
do it-
realize that, right?
Juan's here
I'm
now.
sitting here.
Juan's here to help you.
Acting
I
pretty
don't need
sexist.
help. I'm fine.
this is what I
You were
was
being
saying
pretty
though, is that
sexist. Good
is that
trouble.
a comment
Yeah, you were being sexist and condescending, and you were laughing at her and insulting her. And she was doing a
Ellen
great
was
job
also
keeping her
laughing.
cool, and
Yeah.
she destroyed you guys with facts and logic. So
Jan, I want to know where you're getting whatever you're getting. So I just put it in my fucking bloodstream. I do. I genuinely, whatever you're on, give it to me. I would love
Juan, you
to. I
can't
would
talk
just.
to them.
I would just love to walk through our fucking universe with this level of like consistent delusion.
yeah, you would
where,
just need a frontal.
where you can just fucking frontal lobe. That's what you had. That
Yeah,
makes a ton of sense, honestly.
Frontal lobe.
A little fucking TBI. Just give it to me then. If that's what you're on, do it. If that's what you're admitting to, fine.
I'll be on my level.
Okay. Anyway,
This is
what
all I was saying is that this started out as like, you can't get us on your side if you're not nice to us. And to that I say, I don't want you on my side. If you are not willing, if you are not willing to understand genuinely the inhumanity that someone like that speaks with, if you took absolutely no time to listen to the words he was saying, to do any amount of research, to listen to the people that were doing the research, and you went and voted for it anyway, then I have no forgiveness for you now.
So, Marissa.
And I have no willingness to offer that for you.
So, Marissa, and I'm not trying to come at you wrong, okay? I get what you're saying. I do. But at the same time, I'm also a person with like immigration, like I'm an immigrant. I understand that you don't want to extend an olive branch to these people. So what do you think you're going to do? How do you think this country is going to heal? Because at this point, and let's be real here, if it keeps going the way it's going, it's going to be a very, very dark path. If we do not have open dialogue and, come to like some gray area where it's like, hey, we can agree to this, this, and this. We don't have to agree about everything. It's common sense shit. What do I want? I'll tell you what I want. I want cheaper healthcare. I want cheaper prescription, whatever.
Wait, GT.
I want immigration reform. I want
have a
the
fucking
end of
aneurysm.
lobbyists.
I'm gonna have an
There's
aneurysm.
and a lot of people agree to this, the left and the right.
I'm gonna die.
So if we just want to negate each other, that's fine. You don't have to extend an olive branch with me. That I could care less. I'm gonna sleep fine. You guys are gonna sleep fine. It doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna. I
But
haven't
what
slept
about
fine
this
in fucking
country?
years, dude. Here's my issue. Okay, you want an open dialogue, right?
Yes.
You want an
I
open
mean, that's
dialogue.
what your platform's for, right?
You want an open dialogue. I want an open dialogue. I
Okay.
want to live in a world, though, where I can have an open dialogue with you and I say, Slavic mom, the earth is round. And you say, I was unconvinced of that, but the data that you've shown me has opened my eyes to the reality of how round our round earth is. Right? Assuming that you were a
Yeah.
flat earther. Okay? What's happening here in this conversation that we've had is I present you with contrary not just opinions, but like information. And at every turn, not only do you not acknowledge the information that you are receiving,
What did I not acknowledge?
not only do you not acknowledge the information that you're receiving, you are immediately argumentative and then you instantly try and go somewhere else. We talked
Okay.
about
I'm
sure,
not pivoting. I'm asking
sure.
you what.
You are pivoting, but I'm happy to.
No, I'm
when
not.
we talked about Ukraine, and you said he did nothing, and we gave you a bunch of examples where
No,
Biden.
you said that they said finances. and I don't agree.
Wait. Stop.
Oh my God.
What I'm saying right now, you said he did nothing, and we said here's all the things he did, and then you immediately calcify and you're unable, when you demand us to have a conversation, when you want to have dialogue, and I'm here to have dialogue with you, and part of that is hearing contrary information that you don't feel is true, but is, and you understanding that is like a legitimate fucking concern. For some reason, that information is not being allowed to be part of this dialogue that you want. And that is very frustrating. So what happens is I give you dialogue, you say, or I give you information, you say, nope, not real. And I become frustrated. And then you say, I can't believe,
real.
I can't believe that you're yelling at me. And that is the sort of cyclical thing.
Why are you putting words in my mouth? I never said that you were yelling at me. I never said that. What you said was that.
Am I having a fucking stroke?
Hold on.
Am I having a fucking stroke?
Answering him.
You did.
Said that we provided finance. Jolly and you said that we gave money, and Jolly said that he didn't want American troops on Ukrainian soil. That is what you said, and you guys think that's enough.
He didn't say that. You said he didn't do anything. We said he provided aid, not only money. We in addition to aid, we gave them fucking military equipment. You said we didn't do that. We also I never said that. I never said that. Stop. Did we give them military?
Putting words in my mouth.
Did we give them military equipment?
I never said that.
Did we give them military equipment?
Yes.
Okay. Did we give them aid?
Yes.
Did we have mediators go to Ukraine to have meetings with these? There
was no.
Yes or no?
No.
Here's a great example.
Had more peace talks. UK had more peace talks.
Here's a great fucking example. First thing. We had people, our fucking Secretary of State, Blinken, go over there a bunch of different times to talk with Putin and to talk with fucking Zelensky. Putin didn't want to meet with him after one, right? They went Buttigieg went over there a bunch of times. A bunch of different times this happened, right? When I say to you, the earth is round. The earth is round. And you say, I want to have a dialogue. And I say, the earth is round. And you're like, I'm really into the dialogue. And then I say, the earth is round. And then you're like, it's not though. I don't give a shit what you like about like protecting. Shut up.
I say prove it. You can say whatever you want.
We do prove it. I do prove it. We fucking remember the thing about how when did he lie? When did he lie? And I gave you an example of when he lied. Tell me one thing that he fucking lied about.
Ukraine.
And then I gave you 10 fucking things that he lied about. I'm happy to prove this to you. But to Marissa's point, we've been proving it this entire time. You are purposefully, willfully not accepting this information. At a certain point, you can go look this up. We know that this happened because we watched the news. I know that Biden went there to try and fucking talk to these people. Do you understand? And like me telling you this, you are up here demanding that we have calm dialogue. And all I want to do is do that. But I'm having dialogue with a motherfucking refrigerator who doesn't accept information given to them. Period. It's frustrating.
Dude, look it up. You are fucking gaslighting your audience, dude. You can easily look this shit up. He never
Can you not?
had meetings with Putin.
Can you not?
Period. No.
You can't look it up.
Dude.
You can't look it up?
You have no proof. You're just talking out of your ass. Get mad. I really don't care. Look.
This is giving me chest pain.
Take an aspirin.
Hey, you're not allowed to give medical advice on the internet.
That's not medical advice.
Yes, it is.
I'm being sarcastic.
Thank you. Which
April. Moderator? April, you're a legend.
Sorry, it was a long query.
I missed part of it. What are you looking up, just so I know?
Who went over to Ukraine to try and mediate.
Oh, is Slavic back on this Biden never met Putin thing?
He never met with
Okay.
Putin.
You know what?
That's
Hang
he said.
on. You know what? I'm tired of this point of talk. Point of whatever.
No, wait, we can't because like
Okay,
the point is,
but I want to say one thing. If Biden ever met Putin during his time in office, then what? I want you to put a wager on this. I want you to wager something, your credibility or something. No, I want
Charlie,
you.
I want to be where you are right now. Like,
Okay, well, you
on
can't
that
be. I have a
level.
wife. Listen, I want you to listen to me.
you.
Listen to me. I want you to tell me if Biden ever met with Putin,
Uh-huh.
then you can just admit that you're making
But he
absolute
didn't.
statements.
But he didn't.
Okay, cool. Here we go. I'm gonna Google it, and you're gonna be wrong. In
Yeah,
12
please
seconds.
Google it. And
Okay.
I can't wait until you're wrong. He never
Okay,
met
cool.
with Putin.
Cool.
Cool.
President Biden met with Vladimir Putin June 2021. Next question.
Show me.
I listen, unless you're willing to pay my hourly rate, I'm not doing the work for you. I just gave you the answer. You can go look it up.
That I'm looking at it.
Look at June 2021 when Joe Biden met with President Putin.
It was in Switzerland.
Hold on.
and not only that,
Hold on. Wait a minute.
No, hold on,
Julianne
I'm
Smith,
looking
James
it up.
O'Brien, Michael Carpenter, Secretary Anthony Blinken, Security Advisor Jake Sullivan all went there during the conflict to mediate. All of these people went during the conflict. You said they didn't do that. And I'm telling you that there were multiple trips over there.
Hold on 1 second. I'm
Yeah,
looking
sure.
at what Jolly
Well,
just
wait.
told me.
This is information
No,
that you should have
I'm
known
looking it up, right?
4 years ago. This
Yeah.
is what I'm getting at, is that your ignorance, your willful
My
ignorance,
ignorance.
your decision to not
Girl,
actually
you don't even know.
shut up and listen to what I'm saying. You have a horrible problem of just steamrolling over everyone. Try to absorb something from this. You chose not to look for this information until this moment. And now we are doing the intellectual labor for you. You have had 4 years to learn this.
Do you
have
know when
had plenty of
Russia
time.
invaded?
We just went over this.
No, you don't know when Russia invaded.
I was literally sitting at my tech school graduation when they invaded and thinking, holy shit, I have to go to war.
You have to go to war?
She
In the
didn't
military.
understand what that. Sorry, I'm in the
No, I
military.
didn't hear what you said.
I was
I didn't
worried
know
that
you were
day
in the
because I
military.
watched it on TV.
So on February, so the summit was in February 2021,
No,
correct?
June. It was in June.
June, sorry.
Incorrect.
On February 24th, 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine. So after 2022, after the initial invasion, Biden did not have a meeting with Putin.
No, he
That
sent
is what I am
representatives.
saying.
He sent
Look it
representatives.
up.
He sent representatives. He sent representatives
Oh
to
my
me
God.
on his behalf. That's actually
don't
pretty
understand.
normal. That's
The
actually pretty
what I said.
normal.
secretary, hold on, Jolly, real quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but the secretary only met, I think, with Zelensky and not Putin.
No, they met with Putin.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm on Google.
Oh,
Yeah, but but here's my thing.
why do you think
Why
you
would you
think
not look it up
Putin
before
wouldn't?
making the statement? That's my thing.
Okay, but that's not
Call me
what you guys
crazy.
said.
Call me
I'm
crazy.
just commenting on what Jolly
Why do you
said.
think Putin wouldn't meet?
Oh my God, that is not. Do you understand what I'm?
No, what I
responding
said
to?
was,
What Jolly
if
said.
I said, did Biden meet Putin during his presidency? And the answer turned out to be yes.
Okay, before
And then you were like, no,
the
I need to move the
escalation.
goalpost.
Yes, I was.
I
After
said
sorry.
this
I
is
should have
this has nothing to do with it.
articulated myself
We weren't
better
even talking
because
about
I was
Biden.
talking
We were
about
talking
after
about how
the
you
invasion.
were saying that fucking the Biden administration didn't mediate, and I read you a
No,
list.
it wasn't mediating.
You said, "I'm going to fucking defenestrate you."
Let's throw you out a window, right?
Good, yeah.
God, I'm good.
You said they didn't do anything to mediate, and then I read you a list of people that they sent over there to mediate, and you said Biden didn't do it though, and this is my point. I will just reiterate my fucking point. I'm telling you the earth is round, and you're like, fuck you, prove it. And then I'm like, look at this satellite imagery. And you're like, fuck you, prove it. And I'm like, you can't see the Southern Cross from the Northern Hemisphere. And you're like, fuck you, prove it. I'm like, toilets flush in the opposite direction down. And you're like, fuck you, prove it. I'm like, I'm done proving it to you. And it doesn't matter how much information we give you. You don't want to have it proven. You're up here saying, give me dialogue, and I am giving you as much fucking human dialogue as I possibly can, and you're like, not dialogue enough for me.
Good trouble. Chill. I understand. But you have to also understand where I'm coming from, because people say a lot on these lives, right? People gaslight people all the time.
You have
people
been doing a great
say
job
the
of that.
earth, like
It's you, your
like your
people.
analogy, the earth is flat,
It's
right?
you.
Yeah.
You're the
Yeah.
people.
No, Jolly, shh. You've been. Never mind. Anyway, so I just looked it up. So during the Biden administration, Jake Sullivan, which was the national security advisor, Bridget Brink, the U.S. ambassador to Ukraine, and Penny Pritzker, which was a special representative for Ukraine's economy recovery. So those were
Michael
the people
Carpenter.
that went
Michael
and visited.
Carpenter.
Biden did go visit.
Michael
But there
Carpenter,
was no mediation.
Secretary of State Abraham Lincoln, Anthony Blinken,
Lincoln.
Jake Sullivan, National Security
Okay.
Advisor,
That's
all
what
of
I
these
just said.
people.
I literally just listed them for you. Yes.
Not those. You missed a bunch. I'm telling
I
you.
said Jake Sullivan. That was the first person I
And
said.
then I added a bunch of them because
Who?
to your point,
Oh my
no
God.
one went over there, and I said, here are all the people that went over there, and you're like, I don't, but prove it,
Dude.
and then you.
Thank you for the laugh. Thank you for the chat, Jolly. You really made me
Next
laugh.
time,
Good
do this
trouble.
with a little less potato juice. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
Good one, Bolshevik.
I think
This
you would have done
wasn't,
better.
like, intended to be an open dialogue. This was just a like, let me come up here and gish gallop and yap. And the
Listen,
whole
I
don't
point
believe
was
it.
that she didn't do any research to make her decision, and then came up to defend it, and then everything she said, we were like, no, that's actually wrong. Prove it. We prove it. Then what? We're
I
back.
just
We
wanna
did
say-
this whole fucking circle over and over again.
Marissa, I just want to say that I really believe in increasing the tree supply in the world and deforestation of the world, which is why I voted for the axe. Dummy.
I hate global warming, but I voted for.
Big oil.
I'm a fucking polar bear. All right, Juan, what was it that like she was doing a good job at?
I think as a fellow immigrant, just like me, I think she was doing a great job at defending why she is in favor of Donald Trump.
Tell us why you're in favor of Donald Trump.
Sure. Very same reasons. I think immigration is a very important topic. I think securing the border. I don't like what Joe Biden did in the last administration, even though I give him a chance. I give him a chance to.
What
prove me wrong.
about securing the border is important? Like,
Yeah, I think the lives of immigrants trying to risk their lives to come here. During Biden, we saw 53 people lose their life in the back of a semi truck, all cooked alive in the heat of the desert. So I think if we stop events like that, obviously take away the incentive to come illegally and raise the incentive to come legally, that'd be a great thing.
so when you say that, knowing full well that there's like a bipartisan bill in the House of the Congress,
The Langford bill introduced by Republicans, the weak bill that only did 100 judges when Donald Trump got in and did 600 judges when Trump declared a national emergency, declared
1,300
cartels.
judges, 1,300 judges, the one that Donald Trump torpedoed, right?
What
My
you
thing
think?
is,
You
like,
think the Langford bill added 1,300 judges?
my thing is that like what
No, it
what
added
is it
100
about
judges.
what is it about surging like resources and giving pathway and like having somebody go out of their way to say we're not going to do this because we need to run on this sort of like what is it that like
Was that even a question? So you think if the Langford bill added 1,300 judges? It was only 100. Trump added 600. If you supported the Langford bill, you would support what Donald Trump is doing. The Langford bill said we shut down the border after what? It was like 5,000 encounters.
What is
million?
it? What is it,
Hold on, hold
Torta?
on.
That
10
no,
million
hang on,
encounters.
Torta. What is it?
My name's
What
Juan.
is it,
My name's
brother?
Juan.
What is it about? You're trying to save innocent immigrants coming here from
Wait, can
from
you
like the
address anything
dangerous.
that I just said?
So what you're saying is make it easier for people to come here safely.
You didn't address what I just said.
Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily, because that's what Joe
Oh,
Biden did.
okay, so
It
what
depends
is
on
it?
how you do it.
What is, brother? What is your argument? If you're going to use
Finish my argument.
if you're shut up. If your argument is that you are the entire purpose of like your position is to make like
Get it out.
make-
Get it out. You got it.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm so sorry. Can I ask just a baseline
in a
question?
in a second.
Interrupt him.
In a
He was
second.
doing so good.
In a second. What I'm saying is, if you're going to use this example of like the treacherous path to American citizenship, excuse me, if you're going to use this example, right, Torta, and then turn around and say, well, actually, I don't want people to come here safely. What is the argument that you're making?
I never said I don't want people to come here safely. If you were to let me,
I just asked you. No, I don't care about this.
let me
I don't care. No, I don't care.
What?
If you're going to use a fuck ass argument and a very like a diametrically opposed fucking approach to this, I want you to try and unwind your fucking oopsie
but
daisy.
you're muting me. You're
Tell
muting
me, tell me what it is about you thinking that you need to like get more people here safely.
Are we really taking a guy with a fucking profile picture with the genocide?
He sucks, but
fucking
I want
guy?
him.
That's not-
I want
that's
him
not-
to.
I know,
I
but,
want
like,
him to
obviously-
tiptoe.
That's not
I want him to
Obviously, the
tiptoe through
genocide
this.
supporters
I
not
want him to
serious
tiptoe
about
through this.
safety. Come
I know.
on.
too.
I want him to tiptoe through this. He says it's important to protect the people that are coming here. It's bad that these people died. It's dangerous that they're coming here this way. We need to give them a better way to do this. Tell us why that's important to you.
Yeah, because I'm a Mexican myself. My family immigrated here. I know people that immigrated here illegally, and they almost lost their lives. They could have been
You want more
raped
people. You want more people to come here.
legally,
Yeah.
the safe way. And then you
Okay.
asked me, so
And so when they get to their hearings, and they're doing it the legal way, right? And they get to their hearings and they're doing it the legal way, and you like gleefully cheer as they're like put in handcuffs and led away. What part about that is serving to this like the greater
that's
idea?
what I was trying to get to. That's
Oh,
actually
nice.
my whole point. That's the
Sick.
whole point. Is that you asked, should we make it easier? And I said, not necessarily, because that's what Joe Biden did. He made it very easy to seek asylum, and now 70% of those asylum claims got denied.
So you have no fucking idea what you're talking
To
about.
be removed.
So either way,
I still have
so
my
so you can
question,
talk
too.
out of both sides of your fucking neck. You can
Right.
you can just make shit up as you go along, right?
Okay.
Yeah, no, I think that
Okay.
I think that muting you is okay. I think that steamrolling you is okay. I think
Right.
I'm glad that you did this again. I'm glad that you did this again. You could come up here and fucking like you get just worked every fucking time that you do this, and you just burned another account, which is a bummer for you. You're up next, dude.
All I wanted to ask, because so he came up here defending her, and like she came up here saying, I voted for Trump and I regret it. And I was just going to find out if that was why he was here, because he agreed with her that he regretted it.
That guy sounds like a fucking professional troll. I don't know who he is, but
He
Based
goes by
on-
Torta.
based on
Yeah,
my
he sounded like Torta.
semi-professional knowledge of social media, he was a troll.
I think his next barrier to get up here is he has to beat me in a push-up contest, and then he can come up again.
Marissa, you'll smoke him, dude.
Well, I know that, but
Oh,
goes
I forgot
smoke.
he did a push-up contest.
What branch? Hang on, Marissa. What
forgot
branch
that
of
he-
service are you in?
I try not to give too much of my information out on here
But what
for
branch?
obvious
shall we?
reasons.
Okay, is it a push-up branch or not a push-up branch? As a veteran, I'll know.
All right, I do a lot of push-ups, but it's technically not a push-up branch.
Oh God, but you'll still beat him. You'll still beat him.
I haven't accepted a push-up contest against Marissa because I'm fairly certain that she'd beat me, and we can't have that here.
But she's not in a push-up branch for clarity's sake.
What the
You're
fuck
gonna
does that
get
mean?
people in the
We can't
comment
tell you,
section.
civilian. Veterans and active duty, no.
Damn,
You're
dude.
gonna be in the dark. Sorry.
Damn, dude.
I'm doing it for Marissa's safety. She doesn't want to say.
I know.
Okay,
she's
everyone in
not-
the comments already knows.
but she's
Anyway.
already-
Anyway,
I immediately assumed Air Force. What the fuck you mean? I just didn't want to say it.
gee whiz, that was fucking brutal, man.
Listen, but let's be okay. Let's now that there's nobody here to steamroll us and yell over us and talk. In all honesty,
What am
I'm
I
not-
doing here then?
No, but I'm not trying to like be a dickhead or be mean or call somebody out or win an argument, win a debate or get social media points. You literally can't come into any conversation and say, "Hey, I believe in a pathway to citizenship, and that's why I voted for Trump." Like that is by and far the dumbest thing. And I've heard a lot of dumb shit. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard for someone trying to justify their vote for Trump. And then saying that you care about immigrant issues, but then as we brought up things that he said about immigrants, the things he said about the immigrant community, the things he wanted to do to the immigrant community, she wasn't aware of it. Then obviously the immigrant community is not the big issue that you claim it is. Like, this is what makes these conversations hard, is the disingenuity, is that a word, of it all.
It is now. I also struggle with this fucking idea because like you hear this more and more frequently now, which is unsurprising, which is like, I regret what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And you got like something in your brain goes, okay, I need to fucking handle this. But there is something that like maybe it's just the like PTSD of this, where I am not able to manufacture the empathy that I need to like handle you with the kid gloves that you probably need, and like they're still somehow acknowledging the reality of what we all knew and what is taking place in America right now, and then also exist in this superposition of like still denying certain realities.
Correct. And also you're not being serious anyway, because people who accept that, hey, I made a mistake, and also accept that this is causing harm, would have some level of like consciousness there, like some level of like, I don't want to use the word guilt, but like guilt's the best word. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. I caused
Thanks
this.
for the clip. Thanks.
I did this. I made this bad.
Charlie, you should do your.
I'm really glad that 7 people are going to see this fucking clip. I'm super fucking glad that all 8 people are going to see a clip of me cooking just fucking sauteing you, dude. Post it. Please post it. Give me a fucking excuse to make a video about you. We'll see. I swear, I promise you don't want this smoke, dude. I promise you don't. Jesus, I cannot believe you turn your camera on. I cannot believe you turn the camera on. It's unbelievable. This is
Why does he keep saying Jolly? What do you want to say to me?
Your video. I'm right here. You should turn your camera off, Jolly. Do the people a favor. Anyways,
No, but
so did you want the
You were going to say that? You're going to say that, dude?
push-up contest?
You're going to say that?
Bold words
Yes, I
from
do.
a manlet.
Oh, that's weird because last time you got shit on.
Did you? I feel like you lost the push-up contest.
Oh
No, he
you
ran
remember?
from the push-up
Oh, that's
contest.
right.
You
You
guys
don't
didn't even
remember?
do it. He ran from it.
You don't remember?
You ran?
Marissa, you got mogged already. You don't need to pipe up. So
First of all,
you have the-
you have-
address the asylum
You have
claims that
some
got
hella
denied
audacity coming up here on a fake account thinking we don't know who the
on
fuck
a
you
fake
are,
account.
and then running away
On a-
and
this
coming
is my
back on
main
your,
account.
on your main
Hold on,
account
wait,
saying,
wait,
"Oh,
wait,
I
wait,
got
wait,
you.
wait,
I
this is
got
my
a
main
clip."
account.
This is important. This is important, bro. You got a booger. Hang on, hold on. You got a booger right there. Hold on. Yeah, booger right there. See it? You see that? Look at that booger. Look at that booger right there. I can't believe you're not seeing it. Do you not see this fucking booger? You got a booger, bro. It's
Ginger,
embarrassing.
sorry.
This is embarrassing.
This is real facial hair. I'm not a ginger. Sorry.
This is embarrassing. You got a booger.
I'm just
want
doing
to-
something.
I'm not even gonna
I'm just
roast
doing
you, bro.
something.
I'm not even
just
gonna
doing
attack
something
your
in the
looks.
background.
I'm
This
not even gonna attack your looks.
motherfucker just now came up here and was like, "You got mogged." Torta, I swear to God, you don't own any reflective surfaces.
Obviously,
You don't own any reflective surfaces in your motherfucking house? Are you kidding? Dog, you are going to talk? Are you out of your fucking mind? What is happening here?
costumes with the
What is
mustache and
going
glasses,
on, dude? I swear to God, give me this level of delusion. I pray. The minute that they bottle this, Jolly, the minute that they bottle this, I'm
We're
going to take a
billionaires.
handful.
We're billionaires.
I'm going to take a fucking handful.
Also,
I'm going to go back to
mobbed
being.
is
I'm
a
going to.
Discord term.
Yeah, for real.
That is
I'm
an
gonna-
incel Discord term.
Speaking
People
of,
in real life do not use
The TikTok-
mobbed.
no, it's not. It's absolutely it is absolutely a fucking like deep
Not
internet
at least on the
fucking term.
educated and sophisticated
You
side of
got
TikTok.
mogged, and you're gonna come up here and you're gonna look like this, dude.
Bro, you look like one of those.
Nice, nailed it, bud. You're doing great. Thanks for the clip, Torta. Thanks for the clip,
I got you,
Torta.
don't worry. You're gonna run away. Again?
Gracias, amigo.
You're gonna run
Before
away.
he goes, can I give you some advice on growing the rest of your beard out?
Where him?
Yeah, him. Well,
He
that's-
looks like a pissed off Wii character.
he
You
looks
look like you are drawn by Nintendo. I think maybe pipe down, dude. I think maybe.
Just shave your beard, bro. You don't have
I
to.
think.
I think if
God.
listen, if you shave your beard a lot, it'll start growing more fuller. That's what I
You
want
look
to
like a fucking me.
I just want to tell him that.
Anyway,
I was going to say something. Oh yeah.
you got mogged.
Third round
What does
draft
that mean?
for the
Okay,
Army.
so now that he's gone, what does that mean, mogged?
This is a deeply incel internet term
Okay,
where it means
okay.
like you and I are put next to each other, and I'm more attractive and more strong. You got mogged. You got beat just by my looks and appearance.
Oh.
You're getting mogged right now,
Does it
which
have
is
well, what's the origin? Like, where does it come from? I like
people
when-
who are like virgins.
Yeah, but like,
That's where it comes
mogged-
from.
Is it is
Who
an
cares?
acronym? Does it come from a word, or is it just
Who
literally?
knows? Who knows? The same way deep 4chan shit and like that it could not be any more fucking embarrassing to say those words in real life.
Right. For
It's
people to hear
so
you.
fucking embarrassing. And also, even more embarrassing to look like this and then imply that you're doing that is fucking hilarious to me, man. Come on, brother.
That
Be
is the
for
face
real,
of
dude.
someone that had to convince Noah that he had enough ants on the ark so that he could get on.
Biblical burn. You went Old Testament. Oh, brother.
That just confirmed Air Forceness right there.
Torta.
That was an Air Force burn right there.
That's tough, man. That's a tough day. Holy. You want to do a push-up contest?
I don't.
Marissa, not you. Although it would be fun.
No.
I did chest today. I'll
Once
still
upon
do
a
it.
time, I would have smoked your ass, but not this time.
You still probably could.
No, brother, I promise you.
He doesn't need to. He did his
Listen.
time.
So first of all, let me get some GT lore here. So I've been with GT in person when he was on his phone and challenged some random guy to a push-up contest who fucking accepted it. So we're all like, there's a few of us sitting around talking, we're bullshitting. Next thing we know, GT's on the ground doing
On the
push-ups with his phone up against the pole. We're like, what's happening?
Second time we've ever met. And a lot of these people were in there too. And that guy lost. It was great.
And then I
I
kind
was
of knew
up
what
on
was
the
going on.
panel in that live.
That was in
Yeah,
Arizona.
but I had seen enough of GT's content. I had an idea what's going on. I was telling other people, oh no, he's doing a push-up contest with somebody, and he was. Thank God.
Who invited this fucking that
It was
Jolly.
me.
Jolly was like, you should bring this guy good trouble. And then smash cut to me doing push-up contest on the ground. They were like, this was not a good idea. This is the last
No,
time we let
nobody
Jolly
said
tell
that.
us.
Everybody was happy about it. It was pretty funny.
Oh my God.
We didn't even know. I'll be honest with you. I remember that day. I didn't know you were alive. Next thing I know, you're like,
Damn, you
oh yeah,
love
let's
the
do a
attention.
push-up. I was like, oh, he's live.
You love the attention.
And then he's on the ground. Oh, here he
I
goes.
love the attention. Torta, I just wanted to come
You're
up
not
here and
bringing
embarrass you
attention,
again.
bro.
It's me to come up.
I love the attention. You're in the requests. I don't understand this logic.
It's me to come up.
I need the attention, brother.
Can I say one thing really
Busted
quick?
me to come up, did you not?
Torta,
No,
I
I
want to say
didn't.
one thing. Torta, I want to say a thing. I just believe that
I can't understand you,
sometimes-
Jolly. Sorry.
Okay, listen closer.
Try again.
I think that sometimes we have to.
Jolly, you got to speak slower, dude.
Okay.
You got to speak like you have teeth in your mouth, Jolly.
You got to speak slower.
Sometimes we have to put things in perspective. And I'm not trying to be a dickhead. I don't think that social media is the end all be all. But when you come on social media and say to people, you need me up here for attention, brother, more people have unfollowed me in the last 30 days than all of your accounts combined. Brother, nobody needs you for attention. That's what I need you to just be humble and have like,
Grown man,
some
validated by
perspective about
followers, dude. You're validated by followers. And you're a
you
grown man.
just said you need attention.
You're fucking
like, as
insane.
If you're
Holy
bringing
shit.
it, and nobody
You're
knows
insane.
who you are.
Hey, look, it's good trouble.
Oh my God.
Am I black in this scenario?
I don't even need to make fun of Jolly. Just look at this motherfucker.
Is this more deep incel Discord? So I don't understand.
Yeah, this is Discord, 4chan, Incel, Discord, whatever.
You said Discord.
What else
twice.
you want to say? Yeah, Discord, 4chan, Discord, Mog.
Am I black in this scenario?
Nick,
It's what I've
Fuentes.
always
He
wanted.
looks Asian. I don't know, but this does look like you, doesn't it?
I think it's actually
Like the
quite
glasses,
hysterical
the
that
nose,
this
the
gentleman is up
mustache, it's
here
so
saying
similar.
that you need him for attention, but he has made
It's so
seven
similar.
fake accounts to come in here and
It's
try
so.
to beg
This is my
to be
main
on the
account. It's
panel.
okay, Marissa.
He's
You can get mad
begging
because you
for
got
your
mocked by these
crumbs.
Slavic women.
He's
That's
begging for
so
your
true.
crumbs. He's
Like women
begging
mock
for
you,
a
Marissa,
man
cat
to
lady.
just give him attention and love.
Cats are hot.
Marissa just nailed it. Marissa just fucking clocked you, dude.
I can't
First of
believe
all,
you fucking ran just
I
now.
will fuck your mom and your dad. Okay? So
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh my god. She'll do it too. I've seen it. I've seen it happen. It's a real power play.
But I hate when people come in like, "Oh, you need me up here for attention, bro. Who are you?" Like, no, I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but like, honestly,
I
who are
can't
you?
believe he fucking ran. That's crazy, dude. And he's in the comments to be like, "You ran." That's nuts. You're so weird. Why are you guys so fucking weird? By the way, he requested in this one, and he requested with his other account at the same time. Not thirsty.
That means
for
he's on
attention.
two phones at once, just begging.
In here. That's nuts, dude.
GT, okay, then let's ask the question he wants to ask. I'm gonna ask it because he won't. GT, would you be willing to go out with Torta on just one date?
Taken, man.
Sorry, Torta. I tried on your behalf, brother.
That is good. I felt like we were in 6th grade again. It's really nice.
You know, hey, my friend says you're cute.
Just ask me yourself, dude. That was the fucking Andrew Wilson. Did I tell you about this? Andrew Wilson, who sucks. You know, the guy that couldn't open the fucking pickle jar. Who's just
Yeah. That was
Some dude DM'd me. It was like, "Hey, Andrew Wilson wants to debate you," and I was like, "Is he trying to ask me out? Like, what are you doing here? Why are you in my DMs then? If he wants," but he was just like, "Well, fight me," and I was like, "Wait, hang on a second. What the fuck is happening?" These people are like deeply fucking weird. That's all that I'm saying. Torta, especially that guy, this poor fucking guy. Anyway.
somebody said in the comments, do you like him or do you like him like him?
Since I destroyed him in the push-up contest, he's feared me.
That's so
dude, we have the whole live recorded that you were in. There was no push. You would not do a push-up contest so bad that it was my turn to do a push-up contest. And I'm a friendly.
Is Marissa versus Torta push-up contest scheduled?
Bro, I will host this on all my platforms and donate.
I'll fire up not that I have anything, but fire up Instagram Live right now and Twitch.
Right now.
You will
Guys, I have
Torta,
performance anxiety.
Torta, you will get so much fucking publicity from this. You
Yes.
will get all of the attention your little fucking baby brain can handle.
Now, when you lose, it's going to be bad.
It's gonna be bad.
It's going to be so bad. I ain't going to lie. And we live in a patriarchal society that thrives on extreme misogyny. So if you lose to a woman doing push-ups,
When?
ooh, brother. Yeah,
When
you're
he
right.
loses.
You're right. Thank you for that correction. See how we call each other in? Listen, when you lose this push-up contest, brother, you woo!
God,
It's
that's
not
so
gonna be
weird.
good.
What a
Not gonna be
fucking
good.
what? Yeah. Anyway, the woman up here earlier, like again, this is a conversation that we're having more and more. Not to like trying to refocus us here because I feel like having fun is more important. But
Sometimes we need to do it.
I don't know how to have that conversation. I'm still like I find myself trying. I always try and be like, okay, come on in. Here's the door. It's wide open. You can. And she, oh my motherfucker, I forgot about this. She was like, I almost had a fucking aneurysm when she said this. We did not address this at all. She was like, I voted for him because I wanted cheaper healthcare, and I was like, we blew past that. Anyway, but like she goes, people go, I regret my thing. We were lied to. Here you go, and I'm like, okay, like, and I can't help myself but be like, there's some questions I need answered first.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But okay. Number one,
Is the Earth round?
not even that, but number one, if someone, going back to, I think we mentioned this earlier, but if someone was genuine in her position, hey, I voted for him and I regret it, there would be a lot more statements of, I realize I've done harm, and and there would be these statements of guilt. Again, I hate the word guilt, but it makes the most sense in this context. There would be more statements of guilt and how you've contributed to the ripping apart of immigrant communities across the country, et cetera, et cetera. And there was none of that, which led me to believe it was basically just disingenuousness as a way to say, see, the left isn't tolerant. That's really all it was. And then number two, she did this thing that I really, really hate, where people who support fascism try to play this game where they argue that you can talk sweet to them and that will convince them not to be fascist. Like, if I just say to you, hey man, let's be friends, you'll be like, you know what? I'm not a fascist no more. Like, I don't remember a time in history where I can draw upon a circumstance where fascism stopped because they were nice. So like, she says, you're being mean to me. We're not being mean to you. We're being mean to the points you're making. And you want us to be nice to you so that you can make bad points. Like, it's such a dumb circular argument. Anyway, sorry.
Libs are.
He's a gifter level 14 too.
Yeah, libs are fascists. Who said libs weren't fascists? I've always said that liberals are moderate conservatives. Thanks.
We had this conversation a while ago about not being liberals here, and
Yeah, but the problem is, anyway, I'm not going to do it. Nope, not going to do it. I about did it.
I have had this. Yeah, I just want to stop fucking having that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. Let's look over there. Look at these guys. Look at John Cornyn right now. He is fucking, yeah.
So here's my thing, GT. So I've literally had all 10 of my toes on pavement, marching, screaming Free Palestine. I've got bear maced on live stream, by the way. So I'm not just making it up. Like, it's on a live stream. Got bear maced, got tear gassed, got arrested. I've donated my money, time, effort. Then I get told one day, "Oh, you're a Zionist." Like, bro, listen, this two-dimensional world that the internet lives in, that's free of the nuance that the regular world lives in, sometimes it's frustrating. That's all I'm saying.
Agree.
Sometimes it's frustrating. Oh, look who it is.
Greg.
Well.
What's crazy is I did that completely by accident, so that's great. Good news. There's 90 other people in this fucking. I did want to.
Yeah, I was just happened to be walking by.
Oh, hi.
What do you know?
Hi.
This fucking guy. What do you know?
What's up, Jolly? What's up, Rig?
Oh, look, it's Amanda. Long time no see.
Hi, friend.
Rig, Jolly got us a fucking restriction on this live.
Oh, come on.
Did he?
We've been at 2,000 since I got here, and nothing's changed.
We were at 2,200.
Yeah,
we were 2,200, and this motherfucker got thirsty. And
oh my god, bro!
Oh, we started hitting it up.
Oh my god, bro. First of all, I want to say something real quick. But while we're on this topic, I haven't been on TikTok in over 2 months, and the first time I come back to TikTok, I come to GT's live.
You guys want to know a funny thing that Jolly does? Is when he goes,
I like that guy.
He goes, he goes on TikTok, right? He'll see, and then I'll get a text that says, "I'm in the box, let me up," and demands special ass treatment immediately. Hey, which I think, if you have my number, then that's fair.
But also, on the flip of that, if I was hosting a live and Sam texted me and said, "I'm in the box," I would put Sam up.
Absolutely.
It would happen.
Absolutely. I feel like gracing the people with your presence.
It would happen.
We have a great time. I just get a kick out of that every time.
And part of the reason, and since Rig's here, I can have this conversation because I got a fellow veteran here. Part of the reason I needed to come to TikTok tonight and get on a live and distract myself.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even talk about the thing.
Because, the president's trying to launch us into a war, and it really, really, really is fucking with my PTSD right now because war is a really, really nasty, disgusting, fucking horrible thing. And we're on the verge of another one for no reason. And it really has me fucked up, if we're being honest.
Did you see that and he did this very purposefully. He said, weapons of mass destruction. He said fentanyl is a weapon of mass destruction to everyone's face, including yours. And as they've been posturing about this entire time, it's almost like cruelly cynical the way that he did that. It's like it's almost like on the nose, a sort of like psychotic fucking thing to do. It's like he's joking about this sort of thing that he did, and it's pretty fucking alarming. And I'm curious if you had like more information about the like I've seen like whispers of like the imminence of our conflict in Venezuela like tomorrow. And I haven't seen anything, and I was curious if you like had
Well, here's the thing. You know, if it'll happen, if it won't happen, I don't know. And I'm not rooting for it to happen. I obviously root
Nobody
for
is.
right. But I'm sorry, I can't shake the reality that before we went to Iraq, it was staging in Kuwait. It was putting aircraft carriers and naval carriers into the waters around Iraq. It was this posturing. It was this presenting our argument to the world. And that was under a guy who was playing the political game. Whereas this is under a guy who's just fucking, bumbling his way through every day. And so when I see what America's doing, and I understand Trump, because we have to understand the guy in charge here, he's made it clear multiple times, hey, I want to do a ground invasion. Somebody's stopping him. Like somebody behind the scenes is saying, hey, man, we can't justify it. We'll lose in court or something. But he's made it clear, I want to go in. Here's my theory. I'll give you a theory. He's buddy-buddy with Argentina. Argentina doesn't like Maduro. If you look up the history of Argentina and Venezuela, there's a whole history there. Argentina pulled out their embassy shortly after Maduro stole the election. For those of you who don't know, Maduro did steal the election. That's an agreed upon thing. It's not a conspiracy. And then Argentina called him out for it, and Maduro was like, get the fuck out of my country. So Argentina pulled everybody out of their own embassy. It's a whole scenario that happened. So Argentina and Venezuelan relations are really shit. Well, Donald Trump is being all buddy-buddy with Argentina, which could probably stem from Israel making that happen, or Israel making that happen, Netanyahu making that happen, but I don't know yet. Anyway, and then they told Trump, hey, you help Argentina out by getting Maduro out, and you can have their oil. That's how I feel like this conversation went. But no matter how the conversation went, no matter how the geopolitics went, no matter how all that played out, what I do know, the thing I know for a fact is that war kills people. What I know for a fact is that the people that are wearing the same uniform I wore and took the same oath that I took are going to die for this senseless war. How many? We don't know. How long? We don't know. I've heard people say it'll be a short war. We have the superior power. I distinctly remember, because I'm old enough, hearing the argument, oh, we'll be in and out of Iraq in 2 weeks. Remember that, guys? Everybody said that. It's a 2-week war. And then it turned into a fucking 9-year war. So it's just that, like, it's drawing these parallels to before we went this long war, and it's happening right now. By the way, but this is even worse in my argument, or in my opinion, because not that Iraq,
deeply unpopular.
Yeah. Not that Iraq had a good
I think
reasoning,
it's more like,
but it was in the wing of 9/11, which But anyway, go ahead, Brig.
I think it's more like when Russia invaded Ukraine, right? That how they circled, and everybody's like, "What the hell?" And people thought it was fold. They thought that Ukraine was go fold like Afghanistan. And one thing that war did was expose how unprepared Russia really was, and how the oligarchs stole all the money, and how they had the tactics and the training. And I think the same shit is going to happen with us, because we've been talking that rah, and we got imbeciles in charge of the country. A lot of good generals are leaving. A lot of people on bullshit. A lot of people who are depending on AI and other kind of dumb shit think they're going to be able to do this. If I think it's boots on the ground, I think we lose. I think there's going to be a mass protest. I think it's going to be, it opens up a can of worms. You may have some people mutiny. You may have some shit go down. I mean, I just don't think that this war, to go to war with Argentina is beyond madness. Even the fact that remember that every act they're doing is a war crime. Blowing up the boats, going back around, hitting them again. And that really desensitized the soldiers, because if you can go hit someone who's shipwrecked and who's been holding on, clinging to life for 45 minutes, then how much more of a stretch is it to go seize the voting machines or pop a protester in the leg or do what else you've been given when you're supposed to be blindly following orders? So I think that if they do go in there and use force, we're going to open up a can of worms. It's going to be very dark times for soldiers. It's going to be a very dark time for this country.
I'm curious if people like this woman that was up earlier and the countless other people that like say that this was like a primary voting, like a significant voting reason that she chose to vote for Trump, and is that like he was going to end the wars and he didn't start any wars in his first term, et cetera, yada, and like to then immediately year one go and start a conflict under false pretenses. Like, you have to think that the people watching this are going that like felt similarly to her and were sold the lie of America first and how they're going to focus the funds on us, whites in America. How they're going to react to your point, Rig, of like them turning around and being like, just kidding. Here's a fucking endless like stream of money as we continue to spend more for goods, as our housing costs go up, as our insurance is about to fucking balloon out of control.
Yeah.
Like, how are they going to square this with people? And like to the larger conversation, I don't know that most of them care. I don't know that like I'm saying there's a lot of people that will. A lot of people will get to where you're saying, where they're like, this sucks. I'm not about this. But there are a lot of people who are like, the Earth's still flat, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Gas is cheap.
I want to highlight one word that you said right there that I think is the most important word you just used, and that was start. You said we started this war. Listen, this whole thing with Venezuela was not a thing. We made it a thing. Like one day we were talking about some other shit, and they were like, we're doing what? Fishing boats? Like, and what? Like, it was just this thing. And they were like, yeah, Venezuela and fishing boats. And they got drugs on them and fentanyl, which is not coming out of Venezuela. I think it's very important that we reiterate that every time we bring it up. Fentanyl's not coming out. And oh, by the way, I also want to make this point. My sister died of a fentanyl overdose. So please miss me with weaponizing fentanyl overdoses as a way to murder people in international waters. So when you say GT started, I think that's the part that has to be highlighted over and over and over. We literally created this entire Venezuela scenario. It was not a thing. We made it up. We got this Fox News host that thinks he's in fucking Top Gun, who wants to just fucking be the hoorah, kill everybody guy. Like, that's in movies. This is real life. We have a president who thinks that this is his way to get richer when he doesn't realize he's got one foot in the grave. It is literally a nightmare scenario. But to Rig's point, I do think that if this thing goes kinetic and we have people on the ground, I think even the Republicans that were backing this guy will not back this war. And I could be wrong, but I think they won't.
Which is the opposite of how it usually goes. The wag the dog of it all. The sort of like, I have bad poll numbers, I'm going to war, is usually like a guarantee to see a boost in. But I hope that in this instance you're right, and we're like it would be the opposite, and it's very transparent for what they're doing, and like I'm hopeful that you're right. Amanda, what do you think up there? Sorry, Rig, you go.
Well, you guys make some excellent points, and I would love to articulate my opinion on the matter. However, I gardened way too close to the sun tonight. So
I thought that was Marissa talking. You guys, if you close your eyes and talk, it would be identical. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
It was the same person. I'm not convinced that you are not talking from the same phone. Anyway, okay, you're heard. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming up, dude.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Appreciate you.
Hey,
Well,
we like.
I know we warned people if we let somebody as corrupt as Trump back in there that not only will we become a danger here, but will become a danger to the rest of the world. Really gonna let someone who already, pardoned war criminals who already did not care. January 6th really should have been the last
yeah.
stop for the Trump train. That should have been the final stop for any reasonable person. Even Liz Cheney, for all the drama she had with her, at least January 6th was her final stop. She's like, okay, I'm off the Trump train. Every reasonable person should have been off there then.
Yep.
And now
Bro, even Marjorie Taylor Greene's off of it now.
which is
If
really bizarre
if
to me.
Marjorie has a fucking off ramp,
Right.
Why the fuck?
Right.
Like that's insane. That's a
That
really.
should show you because Trump really is her entire personality. She can't do
Yes.
that without Trump, and that's why
Yes.
when he pulled the plug, she had no choice but to resign
Mhm.
because it was literally her personality. You see how she always was dressed up in the merch. I'm surprised she didn't have the Trump tattoo in the upper thigh meat like the rest of the cult. But it really just shows.
We don't know that you don't.
And if he can cut her throat, he don't give a damn about nobody. But we knew this already. He doesn't care.
Agree.
I'm so yappy. I'm so sorry.
Yap. Go ahead.
You hit us.
Because I'm like in the comments saying everything. I don't know if you guys caught this, but just a few days ago, there were two private planes meeting together in Nashville, Tennessee. That happened to be Erica Kirk and Candace Owens.
The
And
4 hour meeting.
today, Candace Owens this afternoon went on that other platform and decided to say that she's done. She won't say anything else, and she took the paycheck.
You're saying Candace did?
Yeah, Candace capitulated.
Did she really?
Yeah, she bent the knee this afternoon. She's
Here's
done.
Well, do you think that she has
She,
some
hey,
credibility in
listen,
her
she,
theories?
guys, go look it up. Yeah, go look it up. It's everywhere.
But
I
also,
believe
like,
you. Fuck.
we'll
She
see.
bent the knee.
I also like this.
This is my theory. Can I give you my theory on all of it? Like
I
briefly.
love theories. I
Like
love
really
theories.
quick. Me too.
I love
me too.
theories. I want to hear it.
Okay, so I think they're all what I call holding room. So hear me out here. People can't leave the Republican Party, right? Some people don't like MAGA, but they don't want them to leave. They don't like Donald Trump, but they don't want him to leave the Republican Party. So they create little holding rooms. RFK was one. Candace Owens is one. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massey are one. So they create these little distractions so that people have something to focus on and not walk away from the party. That is why she flipped. Now, if you want to talk about Venezuela, I could talk about that all day long.
what we were talking about.
Except Candace Owens back anytime soon.
Guys,
The black community is, she's shunned forever.
Not my pig, not my farm. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah.
I think
No,
I think
but that's what I say because I'm just sitting back and watching. In terms of Venezuela, Tim Burchett said today that he will vote in favor of authorized use. Congress is expected to vote on it by Friday. Mike Johnson pulling the bill. Here's the issue: do Republicans have the numbers? Well, coming out of these congressional briefings, I'm afraid that they might. So this is something that we seriously have to consider: is that Congress may be voting on authorized use of military force in the next 72
because
hours.
we have a Congress that is no longer functioning as a check and balance to the executive party. I don't disagree with you. I did a video prior to me coming on the live here where I basically and feel free to go watch my video and know this is an employee to get views. I'm good on that.
wow.
Yeah. But what I said in my video was, hey, what is war? Can we talk about what war is? And I gave some really intimate details of what war is. I think that the only way we respond to this, if it becomes that, what you're talking about, Stephanie, if it becomes authorized use and it becomes war and it becomes that, the only hope then is we, the people, gathering in a nonpartisan way to say, fuck no, this is not good. We're out. This is an unpopular war that is not needed. Because I don't care how you spin this, how you twist this, how you turn this. People are going to die. And those who don't die will be traumatized for life because that's what war does. And so we need to understand, like, we use the word war a lot without thinking about what war means. And so I'm really trying to appeal to the right, the left, the middle, the moderate, the whatever. This isn't it, bro. Like, this isn't it.
I heard another theory.
Especially why I didn't want
I'll
my
keep
son
it brief,
joining.
but I want your opinion more than anything. Somebody showed me a video where Chevron is moving into a new venture with LNG. And throughout our research, we found out that Venezuela has no LNG market because of longstanding U.S. sanctions. Chevron is poised to make a move if Donald Trump were to do something in that area. They need that energy source for their AI.
No, well, listen, regardless, there could be 1,000 theories behind why we're doing it. What I'm trying to say is we, the people, must say no. Like, we know that Congress doesn't have a backbone. We know that Congress is no longer the check and balance that we need. If we go to war in Venezuela, regardless of whatever reason you believe that we're doing it, we have to say no. It has to be more unpopular than the Vietnam War was. Like, we have to make it an unpopular war amongst the people, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and remember, everything is illegal. It's all illegal. You know, you can't just blow people off the water. It's a textbook war crime to go back and then strike targets that was already shipwrecked. I mean, so there has to be a reckoning at some point. I think it'll come off the hinges. I don't think the war, or whatever they want to call it, I think things are going to begin to fall apart.
Rick, wouldn't it be nice?
At least we hope.
Sorry. Wouldn't it be nice if that mattered anymore?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Wouldn't it be so sick if we were just like, hey, man, that's illegal. And they're like, oh, we should stop.
Yeah.
That concept, it feels so foreign to me at this point that, like, it's nauseating. It should be nauseating.
It is.
The idea
When
that they're
federal
like,
judges say stop doing something, and you
you're
stop,
like, nah,
yeah,
no.
But now they're like, whatever, federal judge. I literally hear Trump supporters, MAGA supporters saying, they're judges, they're not the president. Bro, like, do you understand separate but equal branches? Like, no, they don't.
Can I correct something real quick? That one, you had a guy up here, a couple, the guy before the flightless bird you had up on here, the guy that he had, I think he had Netanyahu's profile picture or whatever. He said something to the degree of like, oh, well, Trump just hired 600 new judges. And I was like, wait, what? And so I immediately went and looked that up. If anyone had heard that, so what that actually was is that's extraordinarily misleading. So in August, I'm looking at the American Council or the American Immigration Council, like straight from their website. In August, they reallocated 600 military lawyers to serve as temporary immigration judges, which is these people are these, and they also, on top of that, late August, the DOJ published a final rule that completely eliminated like a lot of requirements that that people have to have in order to step into that role. I guess like as to be an immigration lawyer, it's obviously a very, very rigorous process. You have to go through like a year and a half of shadowing and just plenty of due diligence there. And like they just got rid of all that to where they're just taking lawyers who are not versed whatsoever in
I've never served as a judge.
No.
Period.
And just reallocating and then taking resources away from the military to put them towards mass deportation efforts.
Right,
like
exactly.
So when he says hires 600 new judges, I was like, I know I would have fucking heard about that. I know that's hogwash. And so these are temporary judges from the military that have no actual fucking like immigration.
But also, I'm glad you brought it up because this never got the attention it deserved. Think about how dystopian that is, though. Like, we're literally having military tribunals for people who were denied due process to be inhumanely detained. Like,
Yeah.
we're in such a fucking dystopian world where that, which this gentleman just brought up, didn't even get enough media attention because so much other crazy shit was happening. Like,
It's not a sexy headline, but it's so
yeah,
it's,
I think it's a pretty sexy
It's a great
headline.
point.
It's just so bad. Like, everything's
just-
so bad.
To his point, like he's trying to just muddy the waters here, but like the reality is that there was a bill on the floor to address the thing that he was purporting to care about, which is to like increase the resources to address the backlog of people and like make it clearer, make it easier for people to find their pathway to citizenship and address the backlog. And how do you do that? You surge resources, judges, lawyers, to this issue. And there was a bill that like began to address this, and then Trump called senators and said, "Don't even bring this to a vote.
Right.
We have to run on this because it's easy to make idiots scared of people that don't look like them."
Bingo. Bingo.
He was very vocal about this, and then he did this, and then he ran on this, and then this guy's in here being like, it's fucking
Crazy.
look at how
man.
many, and like he doesn't care about this. He doesn't like the purpose is it's always just this like weird circuitous hate for people that like, yeah.
That's why he got rid of the CBP1 app, because it made it easier. It was a resource that people had that kept their appointments and, things that they needed to do. Taking that app away made people more vulnerable to missing critical dates and more likely to get orders of removal. It's like a disenfranchisement
You know what's frustrating though?
tactic.
The way you just described it, GT, is so elementary and basic. Like, you think, oh, anybody can see through that. But then you watch 77 million people not see through it, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is why
Yeah.
this
Right.
conversation about this war is just like, hey, people will see this, right?
Yeah,
You keep making the same fucking mistakes.
right.
Do you think they really do?
I don't know anymore. I think
I don't know.
I think honestly, here's what I really think. You want to know, Stephanie? Who was that? Stephanie asked that. Here's what I really think. What I really think is I'm on the highest funded, longest running, drawn out episode of Punk'd. This is the season. I'm on the season finale of Punk'd, and I'm just now realizing.
Oh, dude, I died in 2020. I got COVID and perished, and I just remain in this horrific limbo. And that's or the meteor hit or whatever. And this is.
I have a friend
hell
I have a very close friend who's a physics major, and he's not like a crazy person or anything, but he does have this sort of far out thought about how there is actually, like in 2015, there was a group of physicists that like fucked with a particle accelerator.
turned on CERN, and now we live in the fucking Berenstein world.
Yeah.
And over there's Gore, and we have like hydrogen powered zero emission cars that are flying.
Gore won in 2000. The world, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's like the Truman Show now with Groundhog Day. And
I think
Personally, love the particle accelerator in that it found the Higgs boson, and I think that is really cool.
Yes, the Higgs boson. That's it. That's the term I was looking for. Thank you.
yeah, and
The
then
God
in
particle is what they call it.
Yeah.
and now we live this. You think about this, okay? I was a professional athlete, and now I'm a fucking TikTok influencer. What version of reality is that not hell? Explain that
stop.
to me.
You're
No.
so great.
Yeah,
You're so
I agree with
Explain
you.
that, checkmate, nerds. Okay,
Listen,
I'm living a hell now.
I used to be something. God damn it.
Dude,
I spent
what the fuck?
13 years in military intelligence and speak multiple foreign languages and have multiple degrees. And I'm in TikTok, a social media
Social media, you're-
Instagrammer. I gave up TikTok. And yeah, no, it's a weird timeline we're on. But the weirdest part of this entire timeline is that 10 years later, people still believe Donald Trump. Like, that's the part. That leads me to believe there's somebody fucking with reality.
Yeah.
Hey, if it helps you feel better, like I am none of those things, but I'm here and having fun, and that's pretty cool.
No, you are just a simple figment of my
A fever dream.
Yeah, my brain, that I'm on life support and I'm creating.
You're an alternative personality of good trouble.
You are, yeah, a very like present NPC. I think one that comes up a lot. Oh God! All right. Anyway, you guys, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up fucking early. I'm sorry. This has been. I'm sorry.
Why is it 2 o'clock?
That was a great
Fuck you,
point.
GT.
Sorry. Dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, just if
that
any
was a great point.
Thank you. Just know if any schmuck tries to genuinely bring up he hired hundreds of judges, you make sure you tell them these are military judges who are not immigration lawyers whatsoever. B, this is a temporary switch, about a 6-month contract. And C, this is in no way, this is so far off from any sort of foundational root change that could actually help the immigration system. This is not an immigration move. This is a deportation move more than anything. So for your Christmas dinners, just keep that locked and loaded if anyone brings that up.
Just have one last thing to
Sure.
say.
Diversity, baby.
Please
I
call
think
your
we still win.
representatives and tell them to vote no on authorized use. That vote's expected by Friday. It's critical. It's literally, are we going to war? Please call your representatives. Tell them vote no.
Marissa's really big on that. Jolly, don't leave. This is for us.
Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go in the other room. 1 second.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm in the
She's
living
moving. Does anybody else have
You can hear me
the
though?
4th gen AirPods or whatever?
Did it translate for you?
And I don't know what they do, but all they do is fall out of my ear, and this is really frustrating. I don't know how to fix it.
Not only do they not translate, they can't sit. I hear that's a common problem.
Can I say
They've
I'll
been
go on a
falling
limb.
out this whole time.
I'm gonna say a hot take. I think AirPods are a complete scam. Honestly, a complete ginormous scam.
I'm on the
live from the guy who's infamous for using the plug-in.
First of all,
He's
First
gonna-
of all, agree. Homeless Vacuum, as a musician, this is a problem that nobody will care about that I'm having. Okay.
Oh my God, same.
I have these. They're Jabra earbuds. Jabra
Dude,
made,
what the fuck? I have those exact same. I have the red ones, but
now they're connected.
I have Jabras too. Jabras are so like chill and affordable, and like I know I'm gonna lose them in 2 to 3 months. So like
they stopped making them.
Oh,
yes. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to be I hate that I'm giving you this news. I hate it. These, I have another 2 pair of the 7s, and these are the whatever 10s. They just like made a hero run of headphones, and these are the ones, absolutely the best wind canceling headphones. And Jabra was like, we're done making these. And so like, that's it. And I don't know. All of these are disposable at some point. The battery stops working and you can't fix it. But I'm 100% on board with you. AirPods are bullshit. There's so many other options. And I found ones that were perfect. And these are going to die.
Yes.
And then that's it.
Someone also in the comments, someone in the chat said JLabs too. JLabs are perfect. Like they're like $25 at like Target or something.
I have AirPods and I don't have any issues with them though.
Eventually they'll die.
Depends on what. Like I have had the
never had
1st gen
AirPods
AirPods forever, and then I lost one of them, and I was like, I'll just get another set.
Right.
And so I got another set, and it's been fine for 3 years.
But
And
that's
then
the
I
thing,
lost one, and I don't think I lost it. I think Salem took it and hid
Marissa,
it, and I can't find it.
My beef is you just said, yeah, they're fine. You're paying what? They're like $179 for pretty
First of
mediocre
all,
sound quality.
I've never paid more than $100
They're
for
not
AirPods.
mediocre
I'll tell you that
sound quality.
much.
That's not true, Hummus.
I'm sorry. This is the hill I'm dying on.
We are audiophiles, okay?
First of
Can
all,
not
you are
see?
using ear pods, okay?
To yell at
Grandpa?
you.
Social media.
This is not
I
for
care.
listening. I don't listen with these. I have 90. Listen, look at this. I have so many manners of listening devices. I am a
also have
fucking music
other
person.
Forms, okay? I have over the
I
head
care. I
beats
care
and
very
stuff.
deeply. I do this for a living too. I care. I don't think the AirPods have that many problems. I don't understand
They
the problem.
don't.
They don't. No,
They
no, no.
don't
I'm not
have that
saying
many
they're a
problems.
bad product. I'm just saying for what you're
They're
paying
fine.
and maybe just me, because my dumb ass loses headphones so often. Like I mean like earbuds.
Okay,
You know,
maybe
like
because I don't lose them and I'm responsible.
I know.
Hummus, it was a joke. It was a joke.
I didn't know you were just a better person than me. Damn.
I just listen, Hummus. Just being a better person just is easier.
Shit, I should change. Damn.
No, okay.
Devil wants to
If I
get
lost
along.
them regularly, I would agree with you. But I don't lose my shit.
Damn. Yeah, they're not bad.
Also-
I'm a
Brother,
stickler.
I don't even lose lighters. You know how long I've had this lighter right here in my pocket?
Can we just?
I'm
can we
finding
hang
that
on?
hard to believe, to be honest.
Hang on.
Brother.
I can't make this up, I think.
Yes.
I can't make this up. Came to say something, and as I was going to bed, and now we're fucking yapping about this. Go for it.
Yeah, sorry, we got distracted.
Okay, can I just say this is such a happy moment for me to be on here with you and Jolly. Love you guys.
Love you.
Honestly, have gotten me through this past year. I just want to share a quick story. So I live in a very small town in Washington, like a very not liberal town. It's a very farm town and small town and in central Washington. And we live we're like the Hop Valley where we live. And so there's a very popular brewery like 3 minutes from our house. And right after the election, obviously there's a lot of farmers that go there and a lot of people that we are friends with that are, we already know how they vote, you know,
They're
and
racist. Got it.
right. So yeah, no, that's not I didn't mean to laugh about that, but so I go there. It's right after the election, and my husband had already told me. He goes, "I don't know if you want to come here, because there's XO and XO that are here," and I'm like, "Nope, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come." So I'm sitting up at the bar or at a table, and there's this couple. I don't know them, but it's this girl and this guy, and I can see that she is so upset. I don't know her at all. And her husband is rubbing her leg, rubbing her back, and I'm just watching them. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I need to go talk to her. Because I'm blonde. I'm a blonde white girl, you know, and this is right after the election. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, devastated. And so as soon as she gets up to leave, I walk over to her and I start to talk to her, but I start crying. And I tell her that I just want you to know that I didn't vote for this. And she starts crying and she continues to tell me that her dad had come here on a work visa. And her dad's company or her boss, the boss, had gave them a family visa or something to be able to come live in the US. I don't know what it's called. And so she's been here since she was 7 years old. She also joined the military after she graduated, fought in Iraq, and has 2 kids. And now she's possibly, her and her kids are going to be deported. And I just cried with her. I didn't know her. I just met her, but I wanted her to know that just because I was white and blonde, honestly, that I didn't honestly because we live in a small community
Yeah.
in this small little pub that we go to, like, I wanted her to feel safe there. And we both cried, and we're still friends to this day. Like, all the
That's really
like,
sweet.
Well, I'm glad you brought up one point that doesn't get highlighted enough, which is the deportation of veterans in this country. It's a real issue. It really happens. It's actively happening. And Christine Ohm just got caught in a blatant lie in front of the Congress. Representative Magaziner asked her, how many veterans have you deported? She said 0. And then he was like, well, we're joined on the chat here by a veteran who's in Korea because you deported him to there.
Yeah.
And so, in fact, to a point that Good Trouble and I were making far earlier in this conversation, during the campaign leading up to this election, I had the distinct privilege of interviewing a veteran who had been deported prior to Trump even being in office. This is a real issue that America faces. And if I draw from the conversation that we had earlier with the gaslighter, Slavik, whoever, this idea that just because you're an immigrant or undocumented or how you came here somehow leads to the credibility of your existence can easily be debunked when you look at the sheer number of veterans who are deported, because that's a smaller community, right? Like, just being a veteran is a small percentage of the population. Being a veteran that's been deported, when you do the math, there's a higher percentage of veterans deported than there is the regular population. That should alarm everybody, but instead we scream support the troops as a tagline, but do nothing of the sort. We need to start realizing the demonization, the dehumanization of immigrants is just a way to perpetuate the bigotry this country was founded on, but I won't digress.
Before we go, you said I'm really glad that we had this nice moment that you and I and Jolly. I do want to, for clarity, out of the two of us, which is your favorite?
I can't do that.
You're not required to answer that question.
You are absolutely required, and I just would like to remind you whose live this is. So if you would just take that into account.
I'll help her. I'll lead.
Don't, Marissa, that's
What if
not
I-
from the bottom
what if
square.
I
We
do-
don't. That's
it was
okay.
at the same time. It was at the same time.
Great. Okay, I'll accept. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate it,
Thanks a
Jolly.
lot.
Thanks, you nerds.
But do you want to know who I'd pick?
Nope. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Later.
See you, dudes. Thanks, Jolly. Thanks for being up here. Thanks, Rick. Appreciate you. Get the fuck out of here, you nerd. All right. Oh, God. Good live, though. Solid night. I do want to show you this. Chatter. Oh, God, I got to be very careful. I did put this in the Discord, but since a lot of you are not in the Discord, that is a drop shipment from a company that I work with named Balesa, and they sent, this is one of 2 packages. This is over $1,000 worth of gadgets that they sent. That will be they're not earpods. Marissa has tried to use them as that, but like, you know, I don't, privacy or home, etc. So yeah, I think those are gonna be raffled off. I think I found a website that does raffles. Which will take the guesswork out of the thing. So I think I'll be directing people to go there, and there's a ton to get rid of, which is so exciting. And I think it'll just be a giveaway, and it'll be like this much money, and you enter, and then we'll click the button, and it'll spit out 25 winners or something like that. And for the rest, we'll just do it amongst ourselves. But Friday, baby. Big day Friday. Don't put them in your ear, or do. I don't know. It's your business. Do whatever you want. It's America. I have it on good authority that the one of them is very good. They're both very good, but I've had explicit, direct, I should say, verification. And there's lots of other stuff too. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. It's not just sex toys, okay? There's also other stuff. Good night. Good night, you nerds. See you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.
Said a few minutes ago, we'll get here. Just gotta be patient. Thank you, Kelly. Probably a few minutes. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll be here soon. While I'm here, I'll show you. Kind of trippy to see all the cars. Probably see where they have all the Autopia cars kind of just parked. It's a little spooky.